Alright, so I thought about doing a video, and my phone is fully charged, thank the Lord. I had just not used that, fell asleep reading a book and reading about spiritual views. So everything I say about spiritual views on a biblical level, that I'm seeing scriptures, more scriptures that I read in the past. Um, and clarify, I was always been right when people locally that I know think that because they've been brainwashed on a false interpretation of scripture. But anyway, it had nothing to do with that. Um, we're gonna talk about the American black male is the weakest, whatever this G was saying, and also about Anger Man. And I have to agree more on her end, not all the same. I see her platform more respectful compared to Anger Man because I was booted out. There's a block last Friday on Anger Man's channel, and I laughed because I tried to give some points. And he got offended when I said we're mixed. Yeah, because you're part Hispanic, dude. Your last name's Valdez. Okay, dog. Okay, and you got mad at one brother for scaring that, and you threatened that dude. Yeah, I saw that on the other video when I was already blocked by having to snoop and just seeing what he gonna say anything about me. And I'm yo soy parte latino también. I got Spanish Creole in my roots. My fourth grandfather, excuse me. One of my four grandfathers was a Real. And I'm probably in part Hispanic. All these years, I did not know that, but I'm on Answer.com. I've been on Answer.com. Let me tell my business, y'all. I've been on Answer.com since 2000. Okay, I think late 99, 2000. It wasn't advanced then. I had my ancestors' names on there. Um, and you know, not all. It was hard to research. It wasn't advanced, and I paid like $99. Yeah, because I had a credit card in. But the credit card declined since 2000. Okay. One, when I tried to go to job corps about that bald head heifer, the sister that with the weed, with a permanent head, she had a fable permanent hair on the side. Okay. She hold my records to go to job corps for 3 years, and until I talked to my Congressman Jean Green and found out later on she lied, saying the doctor, because I had a psychiatric disorder, kept my records, even when I went to the Gulf Coast or these time War Source Texas War Source Commission office on Bisbee Broadway in Bedford before they closed down like in 2013. Yeah, they closed down in 2013. Show did. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with these War Source centers. They lose their contracts with because these have one on downtown Jefferson. They lose that one on Sterling or the one on West Time. You know what I'm saying? It's a few workforce. They just got a new one. They used to be on Harrisburg. Now it went up out of Harrisburg and what's Lockwood. But it used to be one further before. I don't know. Yeah, it's like less. I know it says less workforce, and there's be plenty of them in back in the day. But some politics here in Texas, here in Houston, is telling me they're closing down the workforce and they're getting it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? United men are hard to find a job. You know what I'm saying? But Job Corps used to have their offices at a work. So I went to one office city right there by Gulf Gate. That's why I saw that old bald head. Oh, I can't stand her. I found it on. She lied. She got fired too. She showed him white woman told her on the phone before she had a Hispanic woman on the phone. Back in 2004, 2003, going 2004. She lied. So my point is, I lost a lot of money, and I see what Anger Man is talking about. I'm glad about some sisters because it was a sister, dark skinned sister. Um, look like Alon Vazan. I don't forget her. And I remember seeing her back in 2014 when I was riding the bus trying to go vote on election day for us. Not on November, it was in July. It was going against Keisha Rogers and David Alamo, everything is, and I voted for that Hispanic. And I'm glad about that because his sister here, Keisha Rogers, I met her back in 2008. She looked different. She was plump. She was trying to go against Obama. She's the one that made that picture about Obama with the Nazi with a Hitler mustache and making Nazi pictures of Obama. She was running Texas Democrat Senate to try to get Obama impeached. Now I look back at it now because as we looking at Obama after he left, he did do something. I mean, I'm not at my grandmother's house. Okay, okay. Let's be real. No, gonna live. Saying, um, doing his camp. It took what years, but at the same time, he didn't do much for African American people. But at the same time, African American people didn't do it for themselves. Everybody said, well, he did it for the gays, Syrians, Hispanics, but there's some odd people doing the Obama campaign. Let me let you know the administration did not do anything for them damn selves. They stay where they at. And it was not just the women, it was the men, the brothers. That's why I said the G made that is a lost cause. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I want to talk about that too, okay? Because I don't share the same mentality like many brothers do. I'm my own person. I identify with the multiracial movement. I don't deny my black heritage. No, I never said I wasn't of African heritage. I'm not a pure African heritage. Just like the Congolese woman said on that video. And y'all were arguing me down and defending y'all white masters. One drop rule. I don't care if the white master don't accept me. I accept who I am. If the white man does not accept me as part of him, fuck him. I accept me as part of who I am, and I don't deny my roots from nobody. If I have African, European, American, that's what I am. Okay? I'm not going to sit here and denounce what I am when it is obvious when I trace my roots. Going back to Answer.com, when I did Answer.com, talking about Valdez, what's his name? Angry Man, Senor Angry Man, okay? Yes, tú eres Latino también. Hey, everybody acting the way you act. Let's be real. It's a machismo. You got the hood disease in the machismo. So stop trying to act like a regular African American man without no Hispanic origin. You are part Hispanic, dude. You got that machismo Hispanic, and I'm not bashing my Hispanic brothers. Excuse me, I have a drop of Spanish. It didn't always stay in Latin America. It came to Louisiana and I'm mixed with it, okay? God dog it, okay? So I'm African American, French, Spanish, Creole, English. I don't understand. I don't care what the white man gonna see you when you get caught. Okay, so the white cop, this race don't see me as a monkey. So should I put on a monkey costume and get up and dance? Officer Massa? No, y'all stupid. So anyway, what I saw on there, so that's how I found my Inch.com that I was of Hispanic origins. Well, besides English and French, not no DNA test. I did the old school way. Records. And it wasn't always no massa rape. My fourth grandmother was a Becky. Okay, that was the bad white women, but my fourth grandmother from my mama's side was a white Irish English woman descent. Okay, she was born in Alabama, moved to Texas. Okay, Central Texas. That's when she met my fourth grandfather, who's a Creole. Um, and he had my third grandfather, who was like a white man, in 1870s. I mean, after slavery. I think something happened to him because I cannot find his records. Okay, cannot find my great grandfather's records. So anyway, but I found my third grandfather records, and he listed me as white when he was living with his white family on his mom's side. But when he got older, married my black Spanish Creole grandma's one who dad last name Real. Her father, which is my fourth grandfather on the other side, was Real, and that's how they happened. Okay, now she died in '74. So she was almost 90 years old when she died. So yeah, my third grandmother, and so it's funny that my great grandfather, my grandma, my mama's grandfather is still living. So my dad's side. Okay, so my dad's mother, and I don't look like she texts me or that happy thing. I did not text her back. The hell she put me through, the spiritual abuse she put me through, and everything else. So, not to revisit that pain, I don't respond back, and I'm trying to get away from it because I don't see the I don't see both sides of the family too much drama. in both sides of the family, and I'm bipolar, so I don't want to get acting fool to the point I go to jail or get depressed, suicide. Not that you hate myself. No, I love myself. Don't want to be in a predicament that I'm in. But we're gonna talk about that collectivism shit that a lot of people in our community practice. It's like a cult, a spiritual trap that the white racist man put in, but it causes us to be weak. And I see why Angry Man. I mean, I'm sorry to ask the question: do Angry Man's mom, no, I'm not about his mom, was she's an African American descent or Hispanic? Who, which side of family that he's Hispanic on? I just want to know. I know on my mama's side, through mixed ancestry, I'm Hispanic, but I did not know that till 2016. But I lived in the Hispanic area. Um, Not my community, the color community I'm from. The other side of that town, okay, near the east side of Houston, is partially mostly Hispanic. It used to be mostly white. We got to talk about the dude the same name as my name, who was his white, who called me nigga, and I put voodoo on him 3 years later because it was in third grade it happened. He called me the N word. Like I started doing voodoo like fourth or fifth grade, and I did voodoo on this dude. I didn't know it was evil until my teacher in sixth grade, after saying, told me it was evil. But he was already gone in sixth grade. In sixth grade, he was already gone. He didn't go to sixth grade with us. I'm sure he was saying, I ain't going with no SPICs or WICKs and NIGRs. I'm not going to school with those WIC, WEIs. No offense to Hispanic people. I'm sure that white dude that the Hispanic folks was, and also coons, coconuts and coons that was kissing his ass in third and fourth and fifth grade, who referred to me as the N word, was saying I'm not going to school a bunch of niggers and wetbacks. No offense, I'm not being racist. I mean I'm not Mexican, but or Latino origin. I'm Hispanic, Latino American origin. I'm Hispanic origin from Louisiana. Okay, that's my roots. But I'm sure that's what that white dude. And it's funny that sixth grade, the Latino dude that became a thug, a cholo thug, who was kissing his ass in third grade. Um, I whooped his ass when he tried to beat me up. Okay. In sixth grade, they still his Latino or thug homies still make fun. I'm sure they still to this day. They told back in 2002 they still make fun of this dude about me whooping his ass in the sixth grade locker room. Okay, and that's what the old coon coach and the redneck coach were trying to spank me, whoop me until they took a year later of that. Okay, and yeah, y'all know that story. Talk about that about Thompson City, yeah. But I'm sure that white dude went to the white area. He did. He went to the white area because we got killed. He got killed in a car accident in 98. 20 years ago in October. Okay. He was turning 19. Okay, his birthday same month. I don't tell all his business, but yeah. Yeah. But he used to pick on me in middle school, not middle school, in third and fourth and fifth grade. And when he won mixed choir, I put voodoo on him to get revenge, and actually because I messed up on my singing, but I think my singing was okay. And how he don't sing, how the hell he got on mixed choir as in girls and boys, y'all. But yeah, his white flight gentrification ass out of our town, we became mostly Latino, mostly Mexican descent. There was other Latinos there too, mostly Mexican, Chicano or Mexican from Mexico. And he went to that area and got in that car, and I'm not shocked because dude was a wild kid. I'm older than him. I thought lies that he was older than me. No, I'm actually, when I saw the records, I'm not telling business. I'm older than him. I'm 2 months older than him. Okay? I thought he was born 78. No, we were born 79, and I'm older than him, and he got killed in the car accident. So did. White, blonde, blue-eyed dude, look a little bit like Slim Shady. God dog it. But what I don't like is Slim Shady. Actually, I was an Eminem fan in '98 but when he started acting a fool and dissing Michael Jackson, dissing Rod Carey, and then I found that only said the N word. Then we found Foolish Pride. No, I'm not an Eminem fan. Hell no, fuck Eminem. I'm with Eminem. I don't like Machine Gun Kelly either. But see, right there, none of these brothers. The only brother that I know that bash Eminem is here in Houston. Shout out here in Houston, K Reno. Yes, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. The rap devil, and the rap devil was MJ Kelly, but no, Machine Gun Kelly, but K Reno here in Houston. And let me let y'all break the news. Yeah, what's name's from Ohio? Machine Gun Kelly. It lived in Ohio, but he's from Houston, y'all. Look at the record. You were 19. Damn, when I was in fifth grade, right? Fifth or fourth grade? Yeah. Yeah, I feel old. Okay. Anyway, I'm 39. Anyway, but he was that white dude who I don't like Michelle because what he said about sisters, black women, sisters, that's dick, okay, and some gig acting shit. Then he called a woman on a nigga bitch and said he was wrong, but he got see them the dudes in there, the brothers on his side, talking about that's not true. And he said, well, black women always gave, well, yeah, Michigan, because some, and go back to what England was saying, some of our sisters that we in this thing don't treat you better than treat us. That's why they don't some don't give respect, some don't deserve respect. Same thing with brothers who do like Thomas or Yoda. They deserve respect. Now, if I respect a sister, then respect it back. I would. I don't think I was raised on my dad's side of the family, not a single mammy household. My grandma tried to emasculate me, not and make me feel no. I'm not masculine as in thinking powerless. My grandfather did talk to me crazy too, but when she tried to whip me, okay, and she did spank me, grandfather spanked me too, but when she would go extreme, my grandfather said it would kill her. Saying it was her son, their son, my dad, and I'm glad that he was protected. One thing, my grandfather wasn't a protector. That's why I am. When I see folks beating their kids, I'm sorry. I'm whooping y'all damn ass. Talking about the person whooping my kids. You're not gonna put psychological damage like I got bipolar on my children. I don't care what you falsely interpret in the scripture, like the scripture didn't warn you about that. Do I have to put up Second Peter chapter 2 or chapter 3, 5:15, and also talk about person interpretation of scripture? St. Peter didn't lie about that in the Bible. I don't belong to these Protestant churches because those verses, I mean, no Catholics didn't tell me that, but I learned later on why spiritually I chose that church over the later on in I turned 13, okay? So I don't let y'all, but I try to give y'all the clue that it is the false interpretation of scripture that the white racist man, the white Protestant man did in slavery. That's why our community is so fucked up. Our community, I'm in cuffs here, but our people refuse to rebuke that and get rid of it. I did. This was maybe spiritually equipped later on in life. It wasn't meant for the right Catholic faith. I would not. I probably did by myself killing myself. Okay, and remind myself that thought with the man on it. Yeah, he's risen, but it reminds us about him dying for our sins. Okay, and I know Jesus is not white. I went to Benoni Catholic African American Creole church down the street. Excuse me, they remind me that. No matter how many pictures we saw, that Jesus was black. Okay, my higher Creole teacher told me that. God rest her soul. She was very strict sometimes, but yeah, what I'm saying. Strict to pass for a Hispanic woman, but they think like a white woman. Not to me. You can tell by that Negro knows that dark black cat she was a sister. But she told us that, let us know about, what I'm saying, that, this, about and other catechism teachers in our school that was African American, they told us Jesus was not white. Okay, duh, okay. But, no, I don't like no white Jesus. I mean, that's when I used to think Jesus was white when I was Baptist. Okay. Well, actually, I found out he wasn't before I converted to Catholic. Was Jane Elliott? They talked about race back in 1992 on the ABC on Saturday morning. I forget this, and Jane Elliott came in there talking about the green and and the those with light eyes, blue eyes on this end, and those with brown eyes. Trick, and she said the first people were black. And I remember my grandma said that's very right. Who this white woman is? And I remember my dad's side. And my grandmother was saying, yeah, the first, and this when they talked about Caucasoid, Negro, Mongoloid, and they were talking about the first people. I mean, the Negroids, they're dark brown. not black, actually color black. Um, and again, they're trying to be politically correct, but we've seen those folks from the Senegalese islands. They are black. They're for people, okay? And actually, Vasha didn't touch this. They're only the first Asians, and it makes. I disagree with Elijah on that part. No, those Asians are descendants from those dark Indians, those dark people from the. See, what folks don't realize, they talk about mixed race. They what's the word? Monetization. When you move to another side of the world, your features change. See, everybody did come from those people from the Philippines because when I was doing my research and I'm trying to do a spiritual research on this, I can actually use Bible verses that know why that white was. He wasn't all that. He was a 19-year Asian mixed with Asian and white from Washington State. And a part of me do not feel sorry because legally and spiritually, he had no business being on that island. The Bible does tell you if your person could go to another town. That's what Jesus said. See, he refused, and he was doing it for his own validation. And St. Paul talks about that. By people pretending to be righteous when they're not. Okay? I know that. I come from a spiritual, abusive evangelical household. Protestant fundamentalist and became Catholic because I fought in the Catholic Church as well, but I know the Catholic Church doctrines do not condone it. It's just that people don't put the doctrines into action when it comes to the priesthood in America, in the United States of America. And when I threatened one, a Nigerian priest, and a white one, got excited when I said, I'm going to tell the Pope if I get yelled up in his office profession. You know, I'm a snitch. I will do that, yes. And actually, I did email the Vatican like 2 years ago, last year. And it's supposed to, so if I go back to Mass and I see something, it's been a long time, and I see less spiritual abuse that's copycat in the Protestant evangelical, yes, I will go back. You know, you talk about people preventing folks to go to heaven. You talk about people on the outside when looking at the Pharisee type behavior. In a lot of churches in evangelical in Southern Catholic churches in America, the Conquer Reformation ones are guilty of that. Even I was watching a video on YouTube and it was saying the European Catholics do not like American Catholic churches. Yes, because it's been Protestantized. American Catholic churches has been Protestantized. A lot of these churches are trying to mimic Protestant behavior on the doctrinal level, and that gets all that's also indifference. And here in Houston, a lot of the dioceses are guilty of practicing indifference in schism, which is a false teaching and heresy. When there are taking Protestant belief systems, and I'm not saying if it matches with the Catholic doctrine, it's accurate. When it doesn't, it's not. And to have people act ugly on the pulpit, on the altar, and be rude, yeah, and the folks are scared to confront. I'm not scared to confront. You can't confront a person on the property because you can get in trouble because you're acting a fool on property. But no, I will tell a priest in a minute that I know what you're doing wrong, or even on the catechism, and you can provoke me to anger. You gotta know about showing scandal. Yeah, when you're abusing your flock, whether it be sexually abusing your flock or spiritually abusing your flock, psychologically, you can get. It's the reason why they don't get away because you have bishops who do not. It's not the Pope's fault. The Pope don't know what's going on. Once again, it's when the cats and the rats play, they're covering up for each other. I did a video about how a white black woman, she black and German, nun, said that many times when Pope John was alive, he addressed the stop racism in the church, and these bishops in the United States failed by being disobedient to him. And I never forget when he was alive, and it was another convert who came from a Protestant background, was held in a Bible study He was a Baptist and former Baptist evangelical minister, and Episcopal minister. His wife was still Baptist. He became Catholic from Katy, Texas, and still had a little redneck mentality. But he was saying on EWTN how the bishops was very disrespectful towards Pope John Paul. See, one thing mass media is not going to tell you about the secrets within the church. I will. I'm going to expose how you have, yeah, they, for real. The man came to was invite the American bishops, and they were very disrespectful towards him, like not show any respect. As a man being gentle, they would not be gentle. You have nuns question this man. He was like, that's how disrespectful. They don't show you. So imagine you're trying to stop people from abusing children. Imagine you the head and you're very nice. One thing I'm not saying be rude, but you have to be firm, okay? And he was not being firm, but he did try to stop it. And what happened is it did not get addressed, and you have stupid women's club bishop covering up. Also, I do see a racial problem with that because people do not know when they say that there's a client of priests, American priests. They're trying to keep the white ones. I see people taking, yeah, that's what it is. You have priesthood growing in Africa, especially in Nigeria. You have priesthood growing in Latin America and Asia. These are men of color. And what I see is American white Catholics who are trying to act like white Protestant racists, like you have on Fox News. There are some blocking the men of color in Africa, Latin America, and Asia to come to the United States. And so when I hear these cases of them shifting abusive priests who are sex abusing the children to other churches, yes, it's sick and evil, not condoning it at all. That's them not allowing the men of color who gonna preach the news, the good news, to come in these mostly white churches or churches of color. You see what I'm saying? And unless they fit their narrative, and I know that if it is a person of color, and I'm not saying because I went to predominantly parish, is a visit parish is mostly white. It's mixed, but mostly white. But they do have African priests, okay, darker than me, okay. I have seen it many times, and they should respect. But if they fit their culturally biased narrative, I noticed that that's the only time they let them. But no, it is growing. So American men don't want to join because American men have been prioritized. We all live in a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant culture. Like people say, once you become one, no, I chose to get married as a child before coming into church. Um, and I cannot be anxious. Okay, what Saint Paul say? If don't let them burn unless to get married. It means that if you already know if you're going to be in the Western Rite. The Roman Rite is the Western Rite. They have the Eastern Rite that does marry, but you must be married first to join the Eastern Rite to become a priest. You cannot just be a single person. And it's why not let them get married. Well, it's a discipline. It's not doctrine. When Saint Paul talks about that in chapter 7 of Corinthians, where a married man thinking about worldly things. Okay, that's where that comes from. Okay, and the eunuchs was y'all know about eunuchs in Matthew's that Jesus talked about, that someone born unmarried, whatever it was. Okay, that's where that comes from, because it is true. If you are a married clergy, you're worried about your wife, your kids, and the church is too much to worry about. And this mean divorces in Protestant ministry, because they're taking care of the church and the children and the kids, and it's so stressful. That's why. So when you are joining, it's like joining the military. You can't complain about how tough the training is, because you ask for, you receive, you say you ask for, right? But once again, like the white lady was saying on video, there is people telling their kids to join. It's not for them. So imagine if a kid is coming from an abusive household and they've been sexually abused or physically abused, and they've been told by their parents to join the priesthood, not them by their own, being called by God to do so, that's why you have that problem. But if you don't want a man of color to preach the good news to you, and you have a certain bias, some of these sick people with races would rather have that teach you. Not to say white, than to have a man from Africa that's darker than you, or of course an Asian darker than you, or a Latino who's mixed, with the Native and African and European who came exotic, or they did come out looking like me down there or look white, who don't have your American Protestant mentality, racist white supremacist mentality, you're going to get offended, especially if you're white trying to defend the white Anglo-Saxon Protestant male who hates you too. You know what I'm saying? The anti-Catholicism you see in the media, because the sex scandal not only happen in the Catholic Church, it also happens in the Protestant churches. Philip Jenkins, Priests and Pedophiles book of the name showed in that book that mostly in a whooping percent it is Protestant clergy guilty of child sex abuse. But the media decided about fake news and how stereotypes. The media mostly showed the Protestant, the Catholic sex scandals to show an agenda to get rid of the unmarried clergy and try to bring women priests in. That's the whole reason why. And the media also want to be anti-Catholic. Okay, the media also do it to African American people. They always show thugs and hood rats on the news. That's why if we saw about Black Lives Matter, the people gonna put up the thugs and hood rats to stuff in their argument that Black lives do not matter. Do you get my point? That's how the media is, as Malcolm X told you back in the day, is paid by the police department. It's very true, because when these anti-Catholic, go ahead and spill my business, when because the sexual scandal, it was Catholic media that exposed the sexual scandal in Boston back in '99. I forgot that Catholic organization, the National Catholic Register. Okay, they exposed it. But when white Catholics I know who are bigoted, voted for in 2000 because they tried to use abortion argument. And excuse me, my question is, why did the abortion did not get abolished? If a liberal Protestant, Obama, can legalize gay marriage, then the Republican can get rid of abortion. They haven't, and it was abortion was legalized by a Republican named Nixon to get rid of what black bastards. That was the idea. Eugenics, okay, was not Roe vs. Wade, and not because women's rights. It was about getting rid of us, okay. In the Third Ward Magnolia area, which is a combination of African and Hispanic area right there on 45, that is the largest Planned Parenthood clinic. They're trying to get sisters and Latinas to kill their kids. And how I know they did it was about the child to Abita King being on. I don't always agree with Martin Luther King's niece. She do act like a coon on Fox News, but when she was on EWTN back in 2010 or 11, with Raymond Arroyo, he's Italian and Spaniard Creole descent, probably Black Creole Spanish, besides white Spaniard Creole descent in Louisiana. He's from New Orleans. World over, and order, excuse me, and Avita King was on there, Martha King's daughter, niece, excuse me, and she mentioned that Planned Parenthood in that same year, or the year after, I try to say 2011, same year before, I think it was 2010. Yeah, I was offered a job offer at that work source where they about half a messed up my. They left the office city when they closed. They went to Bar and Bell for the ghetto area. You know what I mean, on southeast side in 2003. But 2010, a white lady asked me, "You want to work for since you're bilingual? You want to work for Planned Parenthood?" And I said, "No, it's against my faith." And you can tell I don't put my soul to the devil, okay, on that. Because I would have took that money and been speaking Spanish and getting folks killing their babies and making cloud chasing money. I have a spirit. I know I act ugly sometimes, But I do have a good spirit. Well, sister was telling me the other day when I was, she said, I said, I'm not, no, I can tell because she quoting these scriptures that, yeah, because I read scripture. Um, I'm not perfect, but yeah, there are times I don't read every day, so, but yeah. Um, but let me go ahead and go to the subject. But yeah, so they was trying to get me to speak Spanish for Planned Parenthood. And weird, the next year after, I'm watching EWTN at my grandma's house, trying to have some good faith to get out of her house. And on that Friday night at 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern, I'm watching Avita King, Martha King's niece, and she's a Protestant minister for female, but she works for Priest of Life. And she talks about how they put that Planned Parenthood right there by the Muslim minority area, and it's very true. So we got brought this up when I know people who said their house who are Catholic, who was white, who was getting folks to vote for Bush. Well, then next thing you got your ass, sorry to cuss here and talk about religion, you got your ass bamboozled the next year because as you got Bush as president and 9/11 happened, Bush's son, then it's sex abuse scandal, and it's a bias how they promoted it. It wasn't just to show that there was good priests who actually was working with the victims. They didn't show you that. Like what happens in Ferguson, they showed you the riot in Ferguson, but they showed the peaceful protest and the black bash of Robert Rivera. That's how they did the sex abuse scandal. Okay. And every time you mention you're Catholic, I never get they were probably sex scandal, not no different. Like for I get it from both sides. When we mention Black Lives Matter, I'm getting told we're thugs. You know what I'm saying? As a brother, you get my point. We're thugs. We're hood rats. We deserve to be killed. Black on blind crime. Y'all. I can't both of y'all. It's hard because I don't like my white ancestor. I look like most of my black ancestor because I'm mixed with the American as well. And got his Japanese Hispanic origin. And I'm also a Catholic. So I'm the nightmare to the American white Anglo-Saxon Protestant America. I am the nightmare of it, okay? And I felt like I was in Nazi Germany when that scandal happened because I knew that I know my Bible. I know there's bad people and good people. And Jesus even showed in his own flock when it came to Judas, when it came to Peter, who was the first pope, okay, who turned against him, who denied him 3 times with the cock crows, you know what I'm saying? And every time we, in scripture, we during Easter, during Holy Week, we read that scripture about the cock crows denied 3 times. Yes, every time in Mass. When on Good Friday, you know what I'm saying? And yes, okay. You gotta understand the reason why we have Easter because of the church. We might go to church on Sunday because Jesus risen on Sunday. The Sabbath was Saturday, but the church had authority to change it to the Sunday because Jesus found the church in Matthew 16. Okay, he did. I built this church on my rock. We changed Peter's name from Simon to Peter, and it means rock in American, not in Greek. Okay, because the little pebble. Here we go. What they're trying to bring Protestantism in American, not in Greek. Jesus meant the rock. Okay, so don't argue with that. And Peter went to Rome, 5:13. First Peter, church is here, or she's here. Remember, the church is feminine. That's the bride, as Ephesians that St. Paul talks about. Okay, what I'm saying? Women to submit to each other, and women submit to your husbands, and husband love your wife. It's the church, Christ of the church. That's his bride. Okay, so you know, and so that's why. And the Pope, there's no Pope in the Bible. Stop with your not investigating what that word means. They cancel the Greek word in the Latin word for father, papa. In Isaiah 22, 15 to 22, there was, I cannot say that man's name. It's in Hebrew. He was a bad prophet, and God was obsessed, so he gave the other prophet the keys of house of David. Okay, and he would be the father of the Hebrides, Papa. Okay, that's where pop comes from. Okay, the 21st verse of the Isaiah. Okay, and if something be open, I'll be open, I'll be shut. Okay, when the keys come out, the keys of heaven. You know what I'm saying? The keys of heaven in Matthew 16 are the keys of the house of David in the old covenant. Okay, new covenant. Okay, thank you. So that's how I know that that's my church and that's my Savior's church. Um, so when Protestants try to refute me with that, I know they're speaking from a tree they did not plant because we gave the term Biblia means Bible collection of books. And remember that when Peter went to Rome was to convert the Gentiles. Paul went to Rome, same thing, because the Jews rejected Jesus. Okay, they got him crucified with the Romans. Okay, so they went to Rome was to try to get them converted. So they did win, but yes, Peter was died for the faith. He died for what he believed in. He got crucified upside down. So when you hear the Vatican called St. Peter's Basilica, that's where he died. Okay? So we are the church that Jesus founded. And when the church is built to the foundation, that St. Paul said in First Peter says Timothy 3:15, that's why. The other churches are not right. I'm sorry to say this. I'm sorry to my pride, but you were found by men after the 1500s, the so-called revolt. Okay, so and the reason why I brought this up, I'm glad there's been spirituality into it because when Cynthia G is talking about that, the black male mimicking white. Okay, so I want to be spiritual into this. First of all, and I'm not the perfect one. Okay, um, we was raised, and I have Catholic upbringing. I have Catholic cousins who were converted, known as the cousins actually. But also since I have Creole heritage in Irish, that does Catholic. But remember, the English that came here were Protestant. Okay, okay, they were Protestant, and their culture ideology, especially when they came up with the idea of corporal punishment. You got to understand, please do your research about corporal punishment in United Kingdom. That's what the false interpretation of beating your kids come out of, okay? They brought that mess to here. And actually the Puritans, remember other Protestants went by their own interpretation. And St. Peter talks about it has a prophecy, okay? They they contradicted each other, okay? They did. They contradicted each other and they couldn't get along. Okay, that's why I don't go by process interpretation because they made their own interpretation based on their own feelings. So that's what got the English Puritans to come here because it's getting persecuted in England. They went to Holland, which is where Netherlands was legal to smoke weed and prostitution at, okay? And the Protestants there, the different set, did not get along with them because of their personal interpretation difference. So they went to here, United States, on Plymouth Rock. And we just celebrate Thanksgiving. Now, of course, I'm not bashing my Native American ancestors. I celebrate Thanksgiving to the purpose of it, not the historical what happened. Having thanks to God, okay? Not because of what happened, the massacre after the genocide. But look what happened. The same people who call themselves Christians, based on their own interpretation, killed those Native Americans, raped them, beat them. You know what I'm saying? Every time I hear about a black thug, I have to remind our white people that our ancestors who are white beat the Native Americans and Africans. Okay? Then that's what these brothers are acting like. Okay, they white ancestor when they act a fool, angry man. Okay. Then when the Catholics came to, which is now Maryland, that's why they call it Maryland, because they made their own colony, Maryland, because the Puritans would burn their houses. Burn Catholic house. Yes. These same people who claim to be Christian based on their own interpretation were burning people's houses. If your hair was red, they said you was a witch. They burned you to the stake. Really? You know what I'm saying? There were bad Catholics who did that, but I'm like, we know there's wheats and weeds in the church. These folks interpret their own perspective was on the process of purity. And they beat their children and beat their wives. Let me repeat that. They believe that when they misinterpret Paul's teachings, as what St. Peter warned us in the third chapter of Second Peter, they submit to their wives and the kids submit to their parents. This that submit as in loving submit, not in abusive way. These savage wolves really believe in beating their wives and beating their kids. So that's where we get this idea from. You forget that our white ancestors were descendants of these pilgrims and these other Europeans, actually other English that came after their arrival. Okay, our white ancestors. So when they own our African ancestors, they taught them their culture. See, unlike the Spaniard and French colony, they had bad French, like the Napoleon crazy folks, and the conquistadors that was racist. The Africans were smart enough to keep. Well, I don't condone the occult, okay, the polytheist being more than one god, okay, thing, but they kept their religion hidden and they mixed it with Catholicism. We have Santeria, Voodoo, Palo Yahweh, okay, all right, and even in Mexico, Santa Muerte, okay, the skull, the green skull. That's what these cartels believe in Santa Muerte. Yes, they do. And yes, they do. They folk religion. They mix it with Catholicism, with the Aztec, and they believe in killing, chopping folks off for their Santa Muerte. Okay, that's what that comes from. Okay, well, they kept it hidden and pretended they believing in the Catholicism. Well, when the English, not to say it was smart, they was like micromanage people. The Anglos, they watched the slaves. They strictly, I say smart, I'm not defending what they did. They mainly watched them every move to a point they couldn't practice their African religion, and they stripped out every African in them. That's why I was trying to tell Angry Man, we do come from Anglo culture. See, for example, I'm speaking English, not Zulu, Swahili, Fulani, Yoruba, Igbo language. I'm speaking white English. This is my mixed heritage, okay? Now, the culture, the Black American culture, is an Afro Anglo culture. African descent, but mostly European, okay? So, there's two extremes when it comes to the Black American. First off, the Black American male is a product of the African, European, and Native. So he's not black. He's mixed. It's what the Congolese woman is saying. I need to give that woman a bouquet of flowers. Shout out to that sister in the Congo. I'm gonna give you a bouquet. I'm gonna try to for Christmas if I ever get some money around. I might send you a bouquet of flowers, my sister. If you're still single, I will take you out on a date. Okay, African queen and this mixed race African king will give you a bouquet of flowers. Oh, Chris. I hope your man don't get mad if you have one. If you don't have no man, come to the United States illegally through a Mexican border if you got to, and I make sure Trump will not know who you are, and I give you a bouquet of flowers and a dinner date. Okay, give you an Uber, Lyft. You know what I'm saying? And come take you, get dressed up, and you know what I'm saying, and take you on the date. Cause that sister there, she told it like it is. You gotta give what others do. Okay, now. So you got to understand when they spiritually and externally strip every African out of those Africans in Virginia and the rest of the 13 colonies, okay, especially down south, we got our African ancestors got mixed. Now it was not always rape. One thing, you're talking to a man who is descendant of the Bacon family in Virginia. My fourth grandmother is a Bug. Now to tell all my business. So white folks with the last name Bug are related to that family in Central Texas. Yes, I am your cousin. Okay, she's the one married a mulatto Creole married. I'm the descendant of that. Okay, and I tell all my business, but I like to be accurate. So those who try to bunk it, I make them look like fools. That's why I'm very detailed and I'm very open with that. So my fourth grandmother is descendant of the Buckner family in Virginia. Okay, my ninth grandmother is Sarah Bacon Bug and Samuel Bug. Okay, due to my fourth grandmother being descendant from them. She is uh, Captain Evan Bacon's uh, daughter. She's a daughter. Okay, that's a daughter. Okay, from Suffolk, England. Suffolk, England. Okay. My tenth grandfather is related to the Thea Bacon, who's a governor. It's a bunch of Thea Bacons in that family. I see the name repeated on Ancestry.com. He also descended of the Thea Bacon from the Bacon Rebellion. So what I mentioned is all Mexican rape when they had indigent servants and they would marry the black people. Barack Obama's mama is a descendant of that. Okay, the first black mayor who came from Africa married a white indigenous servant. So Instagram talks about that. Barack Obama do have slave ancestry. Okay, due to his mixed white identified, but she's mixed, not pure black, white identified mother. Okay, now, not pure white. Okay, she's not pure white either. Now, indigenous servants can marry black people. Okay, they were poor whites. Okay, so when they got together, when my cousin Thea Bacon got them together in Virginia, they burnt the Virginia Capitol down. They were way savage than these thugs from the white race of thugs who did what they did last 2 August ago. Not this, you know what I'm saying, the Charlottesville shitholes. Okay, so what happened is, y'all know what happened after the Bacon Rebellion, that the white elite, the slave owners, Berkeley and all them, made and forced those white people to become slave patrol and actually chose to, but I'm sure they were forced to separate because they was in marriage with the black people. The women do the black. That's why I have to get to Cynthia G. When you say black men go white women, first off, you need to understand why I kind of swing more on angry man's side because it's not your choice to tell a man what to marry. Just like I tell you what to marry, okay? As a woman, you're a woman. We all humans, okay? Now, the reason why black men was forbidden to marry white women, because here comes the origin of the one drop rule. Because that woman, condition of the mother, she was free. She can have free kids. This is the reason why we have an issue with white women with black men. Not me, but y'all. White women were considered free, even though they had digital servants. That meant the kids were free. One of the sites talked about that. Okay, she descended her sixth grandmother, her ninth grandmother was beaten a bunch of lashes because she slept with a slave. After Rebecca I bet you, and she, her kids, condition of the mother, they were free Negroes. So if a white woman had a baby with a brother, that child is automatically free. Okay? If it has with a black or mixed race woman, that child is a slave. This is the origin of the one drop rule came in. Okay? Condition of the mother. Okay? Okay? And it's weird because the color of mother making crime is with New Agenda is due with man, you know, the Janet album with Chuck D. I'm gonna call the crime, brother. Okay, as a black woman, support the women and the children. Okay, y'all know because I have the Janet album. Okay, okay. When Chuck D say the color of the mother called the crime, he knows what he talking about. Meaning the condition of the mother. You are a slave if the woman is a black woman. Okay, black woman who was enslaved by the white men. That's why they were raping black women. Okay, so that each child come out, they will be a slave. That's why I'm not for the one drop rule. Y'all called me a sellout, but you didn't understand that's the idea came from. It later on become the one drop rule right after slavery ended or before because they had all these mulattoes who can pass for white, and they can become. Look what happened with Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was the first cocoa black, not pure black, president before Barack Obama because his mother was a Melungeon. Last name Hanks. Chaz Hanks, Tom Hanks are related to. That's why Chaz Hanks, Chaz Hanks, the rapper, can feel he can use the word nigga because he's part Negro. Okay, you can be blonde, blue eyed, brother. If you call me nigga, I'ma call you a white ass nigga. Okay, you a white looking nigga. Okay, I hate the N word. But I saw Chaz and said, "What's up?" I said, "Fuck you, you white looking nigga." Okay, white passing nigga. Okay, I hate the N word, but I would call him that. Yes, I would. Okay, I don't call myself no nigga. I have respect for myself. Okay, is yeah. Okay, because I know your history. You relate to Ann Hanks. That's Abraham Lincoln's mama, and y'all descendant of that. Y'all Melungeons. I know that. And you don't have to get Jane Elliott to tell Jada Pinkett or if I show that. I already knew that because I'm with the Moderation Movement. It's funny, all these folks is doubting about this. The truth is coming out. Thank the Lord. Okay, now, so condition of the mother is the real reason why we have an issue. Y'all have an issue with that. Okay? And they weren't always rapes. You did have an Aunt Jemima who did, as what Angel Ramirez Jordan talked about, who did groom the sisters to go sleep with Massa. Okay? Then you have the butt breaking. Okay? And the butt breaking, where they did have sex with boys and girls, and they had a pimp brother to sell prostitutes to the sex forms, sex is sex shots and everything. And the white man would have sex with the women, the boys, the girls, the men, all that. Okay, but what I was trying to tell Angry Man, I don't remember seeing no brother putting a dress on. You try to use a Dave Chappelle or, there was that Protestant and conservative. They didn't allow transgender and transsexual activity go on in the South. They might be doing sex, but they didn't do it in the open. You get my point. Remember, these folks was trying to act righteous. They pretend to be righteous. It was St. Paul who was telling about in the Second Corinthians about folks pretend to be righteous. And what Jesus was calling out the Pharisees. These folks will pretend to be church going, Bible carrying Christians on Sunday morning. Okay? In Sunday school. And folks understand during the South in Jim Crow, the most lynchings was during Sunday. Let me say it again. Most lynchings was done on Sunday. Now you see why I call it South, the dirty South. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets a Bible belt. It's the distortion of the Bible belt. Okay, let me say it again. The South is the distortion of, it's the dirty, dirty South and distortion of the Bible South. Ain't no holy about the South. I don't care how much folks try to act all good Christian in their own interpretation. It's not no holy South. It is folks pretending to be holy, but undercover demonic. I'm calling it like it is, and sometimes openly demonic. Now, anyway, so the South have a dirty history. Okay, when they talk about the world coming to end, I laugh because the Bible tells you only God knows that, not no human being. You know what I'm saying? They trying to find when the world coming to end, and what did Jesus say? Get ready, okay? Just get ready, because you know, get ready. As those African priests were telling us, a Nigerian back in 1990, was reading from the scriptures that Jesus said, "Get ready." That means also your death. Get ready, okay? Your death, okay? The end of your death. Get ready, okay? So, trying to find out the world come to end, and have that white preacher in California. People lost their jobs, quit their jobs, ready for the second coming. People get on my nerve with that, okay? Anyway, so understand that our people was raised in those in the colonies of the that's not Catholic, like uh, Florida and mostly Louisiana. Okay, they were in Protestant culture. In Protestant culture, that's why we have Protestant Christianity in our churches because the white Anglican owners, okay, owned us. and also like I was Catholic too in Louisiana, but it was more relaxed. Cause like I say, besides the German revolt, you had uh, what made it more racial than yeah, you had the French and Spaniard. But like I tell people, Galvez, the island Galveston right here next to Houston, is named after, he was in Louisiana. Galvez legalized interracial marriages in Louisiana. So it was not always rape. We had white men, French, German, and Spaniard and Irish as well. I think they married black women. Okay, married black and mulatto women, and their children from these marriages will go up to France. I don't know about Spain or Ireland, but I know about the French part and learn French. Um, and they would learn how to read and they were educated while they had their own businesses. They were free and that as well. You had Creole mulattoes who were slaves too, okay? Because this was about hair. You know why they had women put a handkerchief on their head? Okay, I'm gonna use Michael Jackson's daughter. Let's say she was Creole mulatto, and Michael Jackson's daughter can be viewed as a white woman, right? Okay, all right. But white racist people, when the Anglos came in, took over Louisiana, also made the Cajuns go along with their ideology. That's why they lost Louisiana, okay? Being greedy about slavery, they didn't want Paris Jackson to be confused as a free white woman. So they put a handkerchief on her head. And that's why I get mad about folks telling folks what to dress. And I'm going to bring about skinny jeans. See, the white folks who own slaves in Louisiana will make the Creoles dress who look white, dress different, like in shabby clothes. You get my point from the slave owner. So every time I hear about dressing black and dressing white, it makes me very furious because y'all folks are ignorant saying that. Okay? So about skinny jeans, about it's like the bash skinny G. I'm not saying a brother should wear skinny jeans. I'm about freedom of choice. If a brother chooses to wear, does not mean he's gay because you have folks who sag their pants who bisexual too. Okay? And that's come out butt breaking. I would not say my pants. I would wear skin jeans. I would not want to wear skin jeans because they do not fit my body shape. Okay, I have a big thing. Not be nasty here. I do have a mixed BBC. Okay, and that's because I used to wear not tight jeans like that, but tight. The regular Levi's, growing of the relaxed jeans, and I started wearing baggy because when your nuts sweat, it itch, right? So imagine nasty. And I remember my grandma would not want me to wear baggy pants, but I convinced her to do. But I would never go sagging with them. I never sag my pants with them. To give me some relaxed fitting, she give me relaxed fitting pants, straight leg and relaxed fitting. And imagine back in the 80s and 90s, those jeans will make your nuts sweat. Ooh, Lord, I swear I be itching. Like go in the bathroom and itch yet and then wash my hands. Let me tell, because I'm gonna never know. You see dudes scratching their nuts in front of you. That's nasty and disgusting. I'll go in the bathroom and do that and then I go wash my hands. Because I ain't trying to share my germ, okay? And in the hot sun here in Texas, whoo, imagine you wearing straight leg or relaxed fit jeans and your nuts are itching and imagine getting hard and thank you, that mean nasty, it is what it is, okay? So I used to wear my relaxed fitting jeans back in high school. I wear the baggy. I actually go versatile, wear a baggy and sometimes wear relaxed fit. Wear them when I wear straight leg because I didn't like wearing straight leg. Um, as I got older, and I have thick thighs. Okay, I have thick thighs. They're not good. So what happened? I would dress like that because I would dress Western. We call it kicker for Tejano because I was trying to be a Tejano singer. Okay, so and I was like, why are you wearing baggy pants? Wide leg pants with the kicker. With the Western shirt with the bolo, everything, whatever you put, it's like a tie thing. Yeah, because those pants. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm dressed in kicker. I didn't have my boot. I did start wearing some boots. I did. I would have to put two different socks on because I had my shoe size was my feet were what 10 size 10 and a half. So my grandfather gave me some black cowboy boots, but they were 11. So I would double up the socks in my feet to put on this thing. So I go around with boots on. Okay, trying just to Western Tejano. You know what I'm saying? Because I love me some Tejano music, but I didn't have the belt buckle. I bought the belt buckle later on in years. But anyway, I try and dress the Tejano. Okay, you call it kicker. And yes, it when the sun hit, y'all. Trust me, my nuts will be itching. And I said, no, I'm putting some baggy jeans today. So I wear the wide leg baggy jeans, and and they're like, why are you wearing that? I'm like, I don't care. I'm a creator, okay? So I'm a Leo. So y'all know I shine. So I create. So if the other Latino dude or the brother want to dress Tejano with some baggy pants, do me, do you. But I'm saying you copycatting from me, okay? And because I was trendsetter on that. So you know how I'm very creative, okay? I'm very bubbly and creative. That's me as a Leo, okay? So what happened is that's how I would not wear skinny jeans. Not because I think it's feminine or masculine. It just body shape wise and growing up in the '80s wearing straight leg and relaxed fitting jeans and your grandma going shopping at 40s was Macy's at the time and to get those things and I'm telling her, can you give me some wide leg? Do not give me no relaxed fitting no more because it does not to be taught to you dirty, but because she's a grandmother to you, uh, they're not comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, I wear boxer briefs. I do not wear boxers. Okay, I don't wear briefs. I don't like my nuts hanging out, and I don't like my nuts wagging. So to be nasty, y'all, but I don't like that. I wear boxer briefs. They're fitting around that area. Okay, so when it comes to skinny jeans, I do not rock them. My thighs are very thick. Okay, um, and the body shape of my, you know what I'm saying. I used to, I know me ain't gonna like this. Two women, uh, my behind was flat. Yes, I don't have a behind. Okay, when I was coming up as a child, and no offense to Mexican people. Okay, all right, but a sister told me straight up that my behind was flat as them. Okay, that's that name American white in the family tree. Okay, but as I start to eat and start to get 200 pounds, and sometimes when I cook tacos, I would eat the fat in the tacos instead of drain it. Okay, and I was doing weight gainer. That's when I started having behind. And actually, it's very true because in that movie Beauty Shop, when that white was like, that's very true. The more fat in your food, that's why you have junk in the trunk. Okay, that's very true. So it started to show to women. So, ooh, you got a big old. You gotta have a homegirl. She part Creole, and she's live here. She a little darker than me. She had long hair, naturally different texture hair, and she part Creole and part Colombian. And she said, "Oh, Poppy," you know what I'm saying? Oh, I see you got a big old behind. She telling me back when I was about some weight gainer from GNC trying to get so I would go to the gym to get built like Vin Diesel when I get the my membership money. And yeah, that's what not. And when I cook tacos, I would not drain it. I would eat and actually be careful doing it because that's cholesterol. But it made me have a big behind to the point women was telling me, "Dang, your butt getting big." Yeah, women try to for real. I like okay. I was like, get all chill, like hell yeah. I like to get women get my attention. You know what I'm saying? Just yes, y'all talking about they do come out. I think you gave no. I would be happy with women getting attention. I like women give me attention. Okay. Anyway, so that's how I would not wear skinny jeans because of how uncomfortable it is for me. Okay, growing up wearing straight leg jeans in the '80s and relaxed fitting Levi's, sometimes Wrangler. No, my grandmother, and she, what I'm saying, and I had to come back. Can you give me some baggy pants? I don't know. I'm not trying to be a gangster. Give me some baggy pants. I'm not sagging them pants just because it's a wide leg. Okay, they try to politically correct the word to saying baggy wide leg jeans, and I will wear wide leg. Yeah, actually, I still wear wide leg jeans. I don't wear. No, I love wearing wide leg. I don't wear tight fitting jeans. It's just not. If I'm going to the Tejano concert or something, I would just address the occasion. But trust me, y'all, my nuts and my thing is too big, okay? And if it start itching, okay, you know how your nuts get all the those guys, you want to itch, and you're not trying to go and scratch, okay? You're like, oh, you have to put some what's that stuff called? Blue Star Ornament. Yes, that's the best thing. Blue Star Ornament is good for that. Sure is. It is. It burns, but it's good for it. It's stopping from itch, okay? And be bathed in coconut oil. Because I bathe in coconut oil in my shower. I have a bottle of coconut oil, and I mix it with my soap or my what do you call it, body wash sometimes. And I love using cocoa butter because it even my skin out. Okay. I love me some cocoa butter, baby. Cocoa butter. That's what I think got me with eczema big time in El Paso because it's getting all that high pigmentation and dead skin and stuff, and that's when I started getting eczema real bad because it's hot and dry in El Paso. And I had stopped using it. My doctor told me I stopped using fragrance, especially cocoa butter soap, because I would buy the cheapest cocoa butter soap. Palm was too expensive. You know what I'm saying? You're not working every day and you get a check, but it's $50. And she stayed there long at first. It's 20 some dollars every 2 weeks, and then like 30 some dollars, and then it went to 40 some, almost 40. Then it's 49 for 2 weeks because allowance of you clean me at Job Corps. And I was trying to save my money. I said, no, I'm working. Okay, I'm working, y'all. And I worked at David Garage Job Center for 2 years. Switchboard operator. And okay, it was 5:15. I'm on the property getting food and everything and clothing. Okay, I'm going to saying to people, can I buy some? No, I'm not gonna borrow no damn money. No, and I'll give you money if you're trying to get something. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I feel like I paid my homies back when my car would decline one time. But yeah, I did. I paid them back because that's the right thing to do. But other than that, no. Just you go spend some money and you just yeah for real. Every 2 weeks we go sell a decent mall, y'all. Oh Lord, at that Friday, okay. Go to the mall, Sunny and Paul Mall sometimes on the west side, the wealthy, uppity, bougie area of El Paso. These folks, these kids, these teenagers, and these adults, okay? Teenagers, adults who still have a teen mindset, either they're 18, 19, 20 to 24, almost 20. Can I borrow some money after they spent the whole. You know you're going to Macy's, you know you're going to Walmart, you're going to spend a bunch of money for you to save your damn ass money. It wouldn't do it. Yeah, but yeah, okay. But anyway, but I said so. When it comes to skinny jeans, no, y'all, I do not wear them. Not because of feeling masculine, because of how it fits. I'm a emotional and feeling type person. So if something ain't feeling right, I don't rock with it. Okay, when it comes to sentimental or you know what I'm saying, and so I listen to my intuition, and my body reacts to it. I'm not gonna no. So, but I'm going to Tejano concert. Let's say if I ever choose to go to Tejano concert, I'm going to wear some botas, which means boots in Spanish, and dress the part. I'm going to be dancing. You know what I'm saying? And like when went to El Dorado for Stevie B, and I dressed Tejano, dressed like going to a nightclub, and anyway, they had the freestyle. They had Baby Bash and Frankie J last year. And they had, Stevie B. Anybody grew up in freestyle, you know what I'm saying, music, they had Stevie B. And y'all saw me on there and El Dorado, Club Dorado. And I was dancing to Hano, to my homegirl, graduated high school where I used to be enemies with in middle school. Uh, she's Chicana. She and I were dancing, and these Mexican folks, damn, he know how to dance for cumbia. Yes, I do. Umio te rosas. It's Rosas, the mafia. Rosas. They from Houston. Yeah. Umio te rosas. And when I was singing a song, and one of the Chicano women was like, he knows that song. Yes, I know that song. It's kind of music. Umio te rosas, rosas. Ooh, yeah. Shoes. And that's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It ain't, because, after CB performed, The DJ started playing some Tahana music. Heck yeah. Shoots. Baby, I love Tahana music. I love Tahana music. Yes. Shoots. If I didn't have, if I wasn't not working for the Honey House at the bar I was working at, baby, I would go to Chicano. It was a Chicano Festival is free. Chicano Festival at Miller Auto Theater is free, but the Puerto Rican Cuban Festival is not. And I had to work at Puerto Rican Cuban Festival this year. I had to work. Yeah. It makes some money, okay? That's like I pay some rent, okay? So I couldn't go to Puerto Rican Cuban Festival. But you can tell I'm yes, I am very into Latin culture. It's in my DNA when it comes to the Spanish Creole, okay? So I love Latin music, you know. But anyway, so it goes to skinny jeans too. You don't determine a man's wear. I get tired of and by white folks, but you actually accurate. We get our clothing styles from white Anglo-Saxon culture. We wear jeans, not the cheeky heats, okay? That's true. And when I'm telling angry man that our culture is Anglo, it's not African. You don't see brothers rocking dashikis and kente cloth all over. Do you see in the hood, folks rocking African attire? Okay, we've been westernized. That's why we relax our hair, or talking about as a people, if we do. Okay, it's what Lady Hennessy Brown told the brother, light skinned brother from the members of Elijah Muhammad. Okay, I watched this show on Jerry Springer before he started getting crazy. Why do black people dye their hair blonde? They had a sister and a brother by my color, and a dark skinned sister, Lady Hennessy Brown, back in 1993 or 94, and Jerry Springer. And blacks with blonde hair. And when she was telling the sister from the light skinned sister from Essence Magazine, Gwendolyn, whatever her name, Gwendolyn Brooks, something like that, Dr. Whatever her name is, and the light skinned high yellow brother from the members of the Elijah Muhammad, um, which I don't rock with that, but y'all know, lady hit the dark skin so with her hair natural. Before everybody rocking naturals, she didn't comb my hair. It was knotted up, okay? Lady Hennessy Brown, she's an entertainer, okay? And she's been an entertainer for years. She's from the West Indies. She's a Caribbean woman. And she went to Pro Catholic school. And so she said she was a rebel. She always been a rebel. And I love Lady Hennessy Brown's character. I love her to death. She was she know about African culture. And she said it's blonde hair people in the Caribbean because of racial mixture. Let's be real. She talked about that as well. So when Dr. Gwendolyn Brooks from Essence Magazine and the brother from a very name from the remembrance of the Elijah Muhammad was on Jerry Springer. She was trying to tell them the suit that the dudes wearing, it did not come from Africa. The gold shoes and the should not we been westernized. And that's what I was trying to tell Angry Man. We have been westernized, and it's not just westernized from outside, but through our blood heritage. We are part European, whether you like it or not. Whoever raped who or chose to sleep with who, we are part European. I want You cannot deny that. Okay, it is in our bloodline. It's in our culture. We are westernized. That's why we relax our hair. We also say we do not wear dashikis and kente cloth in the hood. You might see some few people wearing it, but majority of people do not wear no kente cloth and dashikis in African clothing and doing African rituals in the hood or or even in middle class, uppity black, so-called black wealthy neighborhoods. Okay, so-called black. Okay, we're none of us are pure black. Black Excellence channel that y'all, that I'm subscribed to. Now telling chemistry. There are Africans in neighborhoods as wealthy, even in Los Angeles. I ain't talking about no Inglewood, Crenshaw. I'm talking about the uppity areas. They don't show on TV, okay? Now, we've been westernized. That's why you are wearing a wig, okay? That's why that when Garrett Morgan, who made the traffic light, okay, who was part Native American, black, made the relaxer, okay? We are being westernized. We speaking English, okay? So mimicking white male, well, the black American male is part white, and he is mimicking part of his DNA. Okay, so I wish I stopped with the one drop rule. Okay, the eugenics one drop rule, the Darwinism one drop rule, because what made the one drop rule legalized was Darwinism and eugenics. Okay, they felt the black DNA was inferior and white DNA was superior. And anybody had a drop of that so-called inferior DNA, they would not include it in the white club. That's what Dr. Phil told Treasure. You're not welcome. We know what Treasure's sister knew exactly, and I knew because I read about multiracial heritage what Dr. Racist Phil. Because I'm about to do a story about that. Right after Treasure, this next story blows up about the light-skinned brother going with that white girl and the white woman. I believe both him and the daddy are abusive to that white woman. She has a boomerang. I'm gonna do a video about that. Y'all know I'm talking about the light-skinned brother who's 20-something years old. He was beating that white girl up, his girlfriend, and her daddy is abusive and have PTSD, just like Angry Man. Okay, he been military. He's not racist. Okay, dude. I been daughter scared of both of y'all, and she don't know who to turn to. Okay, the mom is enabling her old savage daddy's behavior in the house. That's why she keep running at that light skin brother. But he saw how Dr. Phil, you better not be threatened to talking. He went to change the mode. He just like he taught that African when that white woman was going to get some real true BBC because none of us are pure black. Okay, the true pure black BBC in Kenya saw how the daddy of that white woman and the husband was trying to find this brother in Kenya. Okay, Dr. Phil. Okay, Dr. Phil is an undercover racist. Okay, let me say it again. In my opinion, because I won't be sued, but Dr. Phil is an undercover racist. Okay, so when he told Treasure, who got white DNA in her mama, who's high yellow, real light in her, that you're not welcome. Yes, I know what you're talking about, Darkism, because in Darkism, they believe that human came out of monkeys, aka human came out of Africa. They believe the white people were superior compared to all the other races. And they felt that the black DNA was the monkey DNA and all the other stuff in eugenics. The eugenics was made by Darwinism cousin. That's why abortion is legalized, okay? That's why I don't care about our lives. They feel that we're not. Remember, one folks was saying they had a rule called the refills of a man to justify slavery. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand that after slavery, Darwinism kicked in to cause civil rights not to be legalized, cause Jim Crow. Darwinism influenced it, and so did eugenics. Okay, so anyway, so that's why I have to let it know when it comes to Cynthia G and Angry Man. I agree and disagree on both y'all. Now, when it comes to Angry Man and this hyper masculine, toxic masculine behavior, and here we go. You have the white savage, and I call it a savage male who beat up, raped the Native Americans and the African, okay? And that is heroic of taking America, pro-America. I mean, it sounds like chemistry. I see where he's coming from. He's actually accurate, right? We're talking about the white American male. He's patriotic because, folks, please get this book. Hold on, let me get that book. Hold on just a moment. Because y'all need to know about why I know about this because I read outside of the classroom. Oh, Lord, I have to educate the ignorant. Lord, forgive me. Okay. 10 things white people don't tell you by Otis Albert. It's a white male who, and I mentioned this. I bought this on Amazon. It's on Kindle. When they talk about rights, when white people talk about rights, they talk about sovereignty. They talk about whatever it's called. They talk about land, property. When we talk about minorities, we talk about civil rights, legal rights. Okay, so since they came, toxic masculinity of the white male came to this country, took our other ancestor, took our Native American ancestors out of their country, and controlled it, and went to Africa, bought some slaves from other Africans. Okay, we were Africans colonized because of the slave trade. When they sold their other Africans, that's how Europeans were able to come to infiltrate Africa. Okay, being greedy on both ends. So, all right. So when they went and did it, all that old savage thug behavior the white male did, beat, act a fool, savage. It's weird how a man is doing this, but he does it too. He'd say the Native American man and the black man is a savage. It is weird. It's how narcissistic our white male ancestors were. It's weird they accuse our black and Native American ancestor males to be savage because they wouldn't allow them to colonize them. They wouldn't they resist being slaves. Both Native Americans were slaves too, okay? Squanto, read about Squanto. But they fought. They went to Africa to do the labor. The white men forced and the reason why they justify slavery is the William Lynch letter. Okay? And the reason why, to say the G, that you have angry men and the brothers attacking you, you have physically strong, mentally weak men. Please look at the William Lynch letter. I understand. Why are y'all not referencing that? In the William Lynch letter that used the King James Version, the Protestant Bible, because we don't use that Bible. The Protestant Bible, who also was gay, bisexual. King James was bisexual, okay? This falsely translated English Bible, okay? There's a lot of contradictions when it comes to the Greek text and the Hebrew text. That's why we don't use it, okay? In the Caliphate. They use this Bible to defend slavery, distort the scriptures, and they use it to condemn the slavery. And in that thing, the reason why Sister Cynthia G, when I got mad and I was defending Angry Man, I said controlling language, because sisters in slavery was used to put on the plantation. They would always rape. There were willfully bad wenches, okay? And they were put over the black male. As one albino man told me, brother who's albino with kinky hair told me in 2000, he told me, I said, yeah, I said, because I had issues with sisters on the job, and I was 20 years old. Y'all know about me working at Jack in the Box in my neighborhood, and I quit in 2 weeks because those sisters. Once I had a redneck white woman who was a bitch, who did me dirty at McDonald's. I worked at Jack in the Box after they fired me after I graduated high school, and the sister, the dark skinned sister, and the sister my complexion, means she camera skin, a lot of skin, not too light, okay, was treating me like shit. And I was telling my Hispanic friend, male friend, who graduated with me, he said, oh, she's nice. But I noticed the Hispanic women and the sisters and the men of every shade, because we had two brothers, well, I could pass for Mexican. He from Missouri or Kansas. I think he's part black or everybody think he's Mexican, but he's part with a curly hair, longer hair, out of skin. He was having issues with the bitches. Then my other homie, who is a Creole, who has natural straight hair, everybody think he Mexican. If you call this dude white boy, he will whoop your ass, okay? For real. Because at first, when he had that long hair, I thought he was a dark-haired white boy in the neighborhood. This brother will whoop your ass. He will turn to a ghetto street. You say the N-word, okay? I want to stereotype you use the N-word. You better not call that dude white boy. He will whoop your ass. Okay, but when he cut his hair, he like a light-skinned Mexican. He had issue with that damn. So all the brothers, the dark-skinned brother, used to kiss their ass, had issue with. I had issue from day one because I don't let nobody talk to me. So, and my Mexican so-called friend, I can't stand that bitch. She graduated in '97. It's like her sister back in yeah, her sister was graduating in 2000, and her brother, they both all have Negro noses. Graduated in 2001, and I used to like her sister. I used to like her sister who graduated in 2000. Okay, so the sister, the older sister, was 97. She was the manager. She was a kiss up bitch to the sister who by my color. Oh, I can't stand that bitch. They were bitches. All of them were bitches. See, I got hired by the Mexican woman who looked like Rosa Perez. She had that Negro nose, and she was very spiteful, like Rosa Perez. You know, she didn't. And I said, yeah, you got that nose. She would cover her nose. Yeah, because she just had Afro Mexican nose, okay? But she didn't want to hire me. She be rude sometimes, be a bitch sometimes, but she was mostly nice. The dark skinned sister and the camera skin sister, who was a store manager, was rude as hell. And the Mexican friend of mine, former friend, that bitch was the kiss ass, and she was not no friend of mine. So I quit on the spot. I showed two, the June of '98. Yes, I did quit in 2 weeks after I got paid. Hell, you ain't gonna talk to me like that. Hell the fuck no. Talk to me like had me crying. No, really, I was crying because I wanted to cuss the bitch out. I didn't want to get in trouble with no damn law and get ghetto. Yes. When she emasculated me in front of everybody and yelled at me, no, for real, I wanted to cuss that bitch out. You damn right I wanted to. I'm sorry to get all mad because I don't forget that. So in 2000, I asked my friend, my older friend, he was an older brother. He sell insurance, and he was a mentor as well. And everybody said, who that white man? They see that kinky hair. He's a brother. He's a albino. And he told me what it is. She said, the reason why that you see in corporate America, you see the black woman very mean and rude. He said, because back in slavery, the white man would put the black woman over the black man. And the black man had to ask, she had to go to that sister, because not only that, she was also sleeping with the white man. It was not always rape. Don't let Elijah Muhammad interpretation, because he got white and they recognize there's always rape, because my ex grandfather raped his grandmother in the West Indies. Okay, it was not always rape. You had willing participants of slavery, mixing. Okay, it was not always rape. And I'm glad Angel Maris Jordan about the Angel Bomber and the Mammy, he talks about that. And it's very true. They will also groom the other sisters to go stay in line to go sleep with the white master. That's so they can the white master produce some kids. The kids become slaves by having to drop our black roots. Okay? So that's why. So when it comes to Cindy G, when you're using controlling language, it's gonna make us brothers mad because of the historical reference of the one of the Williams syndrome. Okay. Now, when it comes to anger man, the reason why you scared the white man, and that's why I'm not scared of the white man. I walked off on jobs and dealt with poverty of it because I'm not going to allow a white man talk to me crazy. Let me be real with you. While working security, I got hurt on at the game. Yes, I got tackled. College football. Okay. And so a blessing came because Hurricane Harvey had already happened. FEMA was hiring through Teletech. And remember, I did a video of me and I had Mariana, and that's the day I had quit my job. And they were paying $12 and 16 the first week or 2 weeks for $16 an hour, 12. And so I made $1,000 for 2 weeks. Yes, I'll forget last year. Well, what happened is God was so good, but at the same time I had to deal with this. I go on a job and they said uh dress friendly, casual friendly, whatever it's called. So I dress more appropriate there. I wear my jeans. You know what I'm saying? I wear my loafers, socks and everything. And there ain't no problem with that. And I come with a hat on. Sometimes my hair was not braided, or and I wear my shirts out. Well, they had folks coming there with some thigh clothes, some hood thigh clothes, and they had folks sagging. well, they didn't dress what they how they, so it wasn't their fault, okay? But we had a Lunel. You know, y'all know Lunel. We had a sister with there. She hazel green eyes, about my me and Cynthia Jesus skin tone with blonde dyed hair, big, and she reminded me of Lunel. And she was rude. So what happened is my white trainer said we can bring candy, but it gotta be hard candy. So of course, it's soft to eat, and I call Reese's Piece of White version of my crack. You know, because I am gonna get my crack. Everybody get out and say, "What? No, I'm not on crack. I'm talking about the vanilla white Reese's cups. That's my crack. I love going down to the store and buy that crack. Okay, so I had bought a lot of my crack, my white Reese's Pieces cups, and one time, this sister said, "You don't stop eating at my doggone cuticles." See, the white trainer had told us we can bring hard. That's not hard candy. Okay, when you say hard candy, it's foamed as hard, but you can eat it soft. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. So then they said we can't eat. So the dark skinned sister that's in charge from Minnesota, look like one of my homegirls here. I thought that was related. Okay, she is very passive. She can be loud too, but her manager, they later on became over. She came over her and believe there's yeah. So what happened is the white man from Ohio, who's 2 years, 3 years older than me, or 4 years older than me, who look young. Okay, he don't look like no 40-some-year-old man. He do look young. He's very arrogant, and you can tell he smokes a lot of cigarettes because you can smell it when he talks, okay, in his body. The white man who's in charge, you showed to become a southern redneck in the next couple of days into after Hurricane Harvey. At Teltech on, I'm gonna go ahead and say the Alley Theater. Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and tell like it is where it was. And so I was telling him, yeah, I plan to have my own business. I saw Telltale, y'all work at home. I'm gonna want to work. I want to work at home as well, because I'm like, oh, yeah, work through here. Oh, don't go to Mexico. I've been in Mexico. I said, no, there are safe places in Mexico. So he's shocked that I do research. So one thing, white men, not all, okay, just like brothers, are intimidated when they see a brother that's not like them. Especially they identify because on my application I did put my mixed heritage and I'm Hispanic origin as well. I was very open about my mixed heritage on the call center about what I mixed with and everything. I'm not ashamed of who I am. And so white men like that are trying to belittle me. So before him and I met, okay, the head white boss from Ohio, um, the nail. They always can sit their dog on bed with men and mammies on their spot. The nail bitch came in and she started emasculating me on the spot, yelling and screaming. So this tall, light skinned brother who looked like Tiger and Tiger Woods and yeah, Tiger baby mama, black child, and who's a school teacher from California, like Chris. Please don't say I look like Chris Brown and Tiger, all that. Please, he tall, light skinned brother who will be the professional type brother. I'm older than this dude, college degree, and good manager, and so what happened was I said, I am quitting. Why, man? Why? Why are you mad? Because his sister, and I may be loud, but I was screaming in the hallway, not inside the building, of the cause of the, and I'm saying Aunt Jemima's, exactly, it's a Sakata Aunt Jemima. And I'm glad that he did tell that bitch that I call her damn Sakata Aunt Jemima. Because I know my history. You're not going to play no fucking Winnie syndrome. First off, maybe Hood didn't do nothing. I know nothing, brothers, okay? But I'm not one of them damn brothers, okay? So she was intimidated by me because she thought that I was one of those brothers who raised a single, savage, psychotic Aunt Jemima married households. My grandma tried to, but my grandfather put the foot down. And my grandfather let her know she not gonna run this damn house. Okay? And my daddy did not allow that either. Okay? When it came to my aunt, his sister, trying to play that mess with me. Okay, actually never got along. My dad's the oldest one of all three, so they never got along. Okay, never got along. And my like one time when my great aunt had passed away, um, in 2010, and my uncle, my dark skinned uncle, and my aunt was in the back, and it was saying my dad was like to be grown. Yeah, that's how I get it from him. He would be behind in his room reading books. I get that from him. That book reading and know about history and dates, I get a lot of that from my dad, okay? Because he read history too. So, point is, he always been independent. He never tried to depend on the mother and the dad, okay? My grandparents. So, I have a lot of his traits. I mean, he more masculine, and we have an issue with that. Yeah, I saw my other video about that. But I always saw that strong character. So she thought this bitch here at Telltale thought that I was weak and scared because I was very offended to her. And no, when she saw that roaring line, because I'm Leo, come out, and I referred to her, and when she was gone, all type of Aunt Jemimas in outside of the call center, and I'm sure other business her in that building, me seeing it, because my voice carries, okay? And the brother was shot. That's why the brother went to the tall, dark, light-skinned brother, went to the other facility on the thigh area, the business area. He got transferred because he said he was shot. Man, half that skin. Man, you worry about that. And I remember doing training. Don't be screaming, oh, yeah. Because, yeah. And I called Telltech and snitch on the bitch. Yes, I did. So when the computers were down, majority of the time, okay, but we was doing idle work. We were. The computer were down in the call center. And it was, we already trained. I passed everything. And she was people would not come in on time. That's not on me. Don't take it out on folks. Cause I came on time. And they had to use the restroom. They had a gay guy by my color. Flamboyant brother. I can stand it. Oh, Lord, yo, we heard yes, baby. There was the gay dude that was very arrogant, flamboyant. It's weird they had a hybrid masculine brother who 19 was homophobic, but they would try to talk to me crazy too. A little bit my complexion, okay, a little darker than me. He was, and when he heard me tell that we was taught as people to self disrespect because it's always less human, he heard me tell my coworkers that he knew not to fuck with me, okay. He knew that I knew that history. We talked to me crazy because I was very defensive, okay. Very one of the part white, part Mexican dudes that was there, that was one of the tech people. You can tell by his demeanor, he ain't like my personality. No, I'm not gonna allow nobody to walk all over me. I've been through a lot of bullshit in life, and I was 38 at the time. At near 40 and after 40, I'm not. That's my goal. If I have to go against my conscience, I will do it. I'm not gonna let nobody fuck me again. Okay. Now, this Linnell bitch. Sorry, y'all don't forgive me, Linnell. No offense to Linnell, forgive me. But she looked like you, camera skin like you, with light eyes, and she had a short blonde hairstyle. Can stand that bitch. Whoo, I couldn't stand that. I'm sorry, y'all. She would try to get one time. I'm a type of drinking coffee, and I'm like, bitch. And I said, you don't know me. You don't know me, bitch. I'm getting mad right now. You don't fucking know me. You're just looking for these laws up in there, the damn white man. How I left, y'all? Because the computers were down and the password was not kicking in. And I'm telling the head white man who tried to play sarcastic, nice games, but still be a male bitch and redneck, you're not going to tell me. Because he saw how book smart I was, and he saw that I had a plan and goal, and I didn't do nothing in ghetto fire like these brothers today sadly are. That's why they all weak, okay? He was intimidated by me, and he know I have his DNA. So when he started to play that intimidate game with me that Tuesday, that's when I played that Rihanna song. Wait, it's over. Yeah, yeah. I remember I watched that. Y'all watched that video last year. Okay, last October last year. That same day, I quit. I went back to my security job. You know what I'm saying? I did. Because I got hurt and I had to get okay to go back to my security job. Okay, because I had two jobs, and so anyway, so what happened is yeah, I went back to my security. I made $1,000 that 2 weeks, so I can live off that too. You know what I'm saying? Right? Yeah, I know how the budget and survive. When you deal with stupid ass people in Texas, you have to learn how to budget survive on low wage. You got to learn how to make a money make $1 with 34 cents. What that man said, the light skinned man said on that I get around video. You gotta know how to do that, okay? You gotta maneuver down your expenses. You can go spend everything. You know what I'm saying? Um, go shop at 99-cent store and cheap stores and stuff like that. So the white man, when he started intimidating me in front of people, the password and everything, I said, oh no, you never act like master to me. You damn right. I clocked out that bitch. Yes, I did. I said I ain't gonna treat you like no slave, no plantation. I clocked out, unlocked the computer, gave them. I said, and I told here. So you know who can't chase and run out? Linnell bitch. No offense, Linnell, but she looks just like you. She's a why you had those unprofessional. I'm like, you act unprofessional. You know what I'm saying? And and then she admit, she said what it was, FEMA changed the password. So you got this white man yapping at me about the password not kicking in because every time it would log me out, boot me out, I put the password in, trying to talk to a call of FEMA and about, the Houston residents, well, they FEMA, and it boot me out. So for real, I'm not lying. Because I already snitched on the white man and the sister, the dark one, and the camera lighter skinned sister about my complexion, and Miss G, who like Lania, and the brother too. I snitched on his dumb ass too, the gay brother. I swear, that flaming queen think that because I act like him, but I do love women. I want to whoop his ass in the damn. The more he kept provoking me and talking to me crazy, it wasn't about him being feminine. It's about him being arrogant and rude and narcissistic. And even I snitched on his ass, he's smiling. You know, and, you know, I went to the bathroom to go pee. I'm drinking a lot of coffee. It makes you go urinate and you're not doing too much work because we had the computer shut down many times. This dude gonna try to time me going to. Yeah, that's how narcissistic these folks were. So I walked out that bitch. I got tired. Ain't no money in the world. You know what I'm saying? I have integrity. You're not gonna talk to me like a shithole in that damn place. But I'm trying to do everything fucking right. You know what I'm saying? You got the other folks coming in sagging pants. Don't care about. You got folks with attitude. Because them hood folks working there too. But you're not treating them like that. You treat me that way. I'm one of the faithful employees up in here, trying to do everything right, trying to make it mean you talk. Oh no, you're not gonna talk to me like talking about I'm bring my password. No, you bring my password. When I went through my passing and let it happen again. If I walk there, this bitch started to ask me, please stay. And then the Mexican woman that was working there, what the money? They know. Go ahead and get that money. And yeah, it's $12.16. Whatever, I don't motherfucking care. But I'm gonna talk to in kind of way. I don't give a damn. You know, you're not gonna abuse me here, or there's gonna be a fight up in here. And another time she's been doing meetings, this was talking about I don't want nobody to come through here with a gun. First, I don't want you. I know you're talking about me, but bitch, if it was legal to do it, you damn right I will do it. I said it was legal. I said it was legal. Can't put me in jail for that. I said if it was legal, I'm not stupid. I'm gonna put myself in the law. You kept on mistreating me on the job, and that when I hear about cases of people coming, I ain't talking about Selena's case with Kennedy. That's the whole different story. When I hear about people killing a ball like the Hispanic woman down there in Missouri City, I heard about this year. The last note trade this story on that. I can relate to that. Yes, I can. That Hispanic sister, that Mexican American sister, she got tired of her Hispanic about being rude to her for 10 years, and she came that bitch and she set it off in there and let Sadie kill herself. But that's what deployment and will state in workplace will do to y'all with y'all greedy asses. Being rude on the job and so you can get some gratification and some fucking money at the same damn time. We know that reason why y'all doing that shit. Ain't got nothing to do no more. Ain't nothing more about that. So, no, bitch, you kept on harassing me while I'm doing everything right. Time I'm extra. Anyone who's had to meet with her, that dark skinned sister, she gonna ask me was EOC lawsuit could have been I should have been, but I got tired of the, asked me if I was gay. This bitch asked me if I was gay. Baby, just because I'm single, I ain't gonna sleep with your nasty ass. And I probably go to jail for domestic violence if you put your hand on me. But actually, both of us, because they arresting women for that too when they do it to me. But no, I ain't gonna let you be make my ass. I'm not the dude from the police video, okay? I will defend myself, and I would say thing. If I was a woman, man hit me firsthand, I'm gonna defend myself. I believe it doesn't matter what your gender is, and your race is, and your age is, and you're very tired of that shit. You kept on harassing you and then while your master. And it was funny while we was having a meeting about me acting a fool with a light skinned brother who transferred to the other call center on Thought area, which is the business area. You know, Thoughts be out there, the business area. You know what I'm talking about? In Southwest Thoughts with no clothes or in the cold, walking through the air trying to get some sex. That's how Thought, yeah, on business, past the beltway. Yeah, they walking slow and men be whistling. Yeah, then he was I was shocked. No, I believe that white man intentionally put that area so he can get some thoughts there too. Some thoughts, okay? Well, I believe that. I ain't gonna make no rule. I believe that white man put that cost there because he know he gonna get some ad, and if he's a racist, he gonna do some ghetto gagging in Latino throats. Cause most of the women are mostly sisters and Latinas walking down that doggone thing. And yes, okay, so he gonna get some ghetto gagger. He gonna get some. That's my speculation. I ain't say it's true, but I wouldn't be shocked. I am. Yeah, you could have put in the white folks area and got rid of. No, you went down and business there. You didn't check the area. You did 19. I believe you checked the area out. So, I'm gonna get some ass. I'm gonna get some black ass and some Latina ass up in here. I'm gonna be the white man. So I'm gonna be the colonizer that did all that bad. Yeah, cause you act like the colonizer that day. Cause one thing the damn two sisters, the dark one and the one like neither was camel skin who lighter by my complexion, lighter brown skin. But when I mentioned the white man, how he was acting towards me, that's the boss. Yes, I'm like y'all. I'm not scared. When you do your family research and you're not your white roots, you're not gonna be scared of these white people. You're the enemy. You're the Frankenstein. Okay. See, I ain't recognize the Frankenstein identity. I got my Frankenstein mixed identity, and that's why the white man was intimidated by me. But when he started talking to me crazy, trying to be sorry, no, dude, this is not slave days. This is not slave days up in here. I clocked out that bitch and gave them and quit on the spot. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. You not gonna talk to me any kind of way. I don't give a damn about what people believe in. I don't believe in that. I respect you and you respect me. Ain't gonna be I respect you and you treat me like shit. No, you know the fuck. I'm sorry. I went from being preaching some God to y'all saw how you see how my bipolar. I don't play that shit. I don't give a fuck what your fucking title is. You're a piece of flesh on the earth. You're not God. We both deserve to respect each other. Okay? I'm sorry to change it to my own. But you see how I break the story up? The sisters were scared of the head white boss, but they would talk to me like shit. Cynthia G, that's the reason why Angry Man was mad at you. Even though you wouldn't act like that, the controlling language and winning syndrome. Okay? Now going back to Angry Man. She is right that many brothers are weak because they bought into the winning syndrome as in being mentally weak. Because one thing about Sylvia, she reads, okay? She used her strength through her knowledge. Many brothers choose not to do wisely. And I say all. See, y'all allow yourself to be collective, okay? That's why it's hard to say not all when you see so many brothers choosing to be collectively in the stereotype. I'm my own person. I use my own brain. People suffer of a lack of knowledge, if it said in Hosea 4:6. A lot of y'all have a lack of knowledge how to fight against white supremacy. Ain't trying to examine, ain't buying no books like 10 things that white people don't tell you about Otis Albert. Okay, I read How to Deal with White People by David Goldberg. Okay, because I read books about that. Because I'm fighting white supremacy. All the other books, I bought that book for what, $2.99? And I read this book from the chapter. The chapter is 40 pages. 40-page book. Otis Otis Albert Aubert. 10 things that is coming from a white man, and he talks about this. And I'm going to, okay, here we go. All right, when it comes to, see, the white man masculinity, we're going to use this for example, in mimicking white male. Okay, in page 8, I guess we need to define thought and, and at that freedom. Fight 1, Revolutionary War. 12, oh, excuse me, total casualties over 30,000. Okay, result, freedom from the British rule, Bill of Rights. Okay, American in complete control over their economy and society. This is white male masculinity. Okay, this is what I have to agree with Cynthia G. Fight 2, World War II. 12, total casualties over 60,000, 60 million. Okay, results, freedom from excess power, explanationist interest in for the entire globe. Excuse me. Return sovereignty, and create sovereignty for many nations. Okay. Third fight. Okay. Okay. Civil rights, not war movement. Total casualty and nonviolent memo. Okay. Results of laws passed to equal rights to minorities. No sovereignty for an African American nation and no reparations. Okay. Okay. So who says violence never solves everything? Everybody. It's simply not true. Violence do solve everything. Why God define page 9? Why God define freedom as sovereignty, not acceptance, not right to vote, or right to right to freedom of speech, free speech, or right to sit in front of the bus, but to be complete self-governing state. Okay, self-governing state. In 1865, President Lincoln approved the order to redistribute 400,000 acres of land along the South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida coast to the nearly free slaves to be owned by blacks and controlled by blacks. By June, 40,000 blacks had settled in those 400,000 acres. Okay, short after Lincoln's successor Andrew Johnson repealed the order and all the land to return to its previous owners. Just imagine newly freed slaves had the time and resources to acquire weapons. 40,000 men, women, children armed at the front of significant force, not to mention sympathizers and other unknown allies that could have been negotiated. Who can imagine that what America would look like today if they kept the land? We never know. Imagine something swayed towards Malcolm X instead of Martin Luther King during the civil rights movement. In result, no one will never know. But we know one thing: result of peaceful approach. White guy believes Malcolm X philosophy would have been more effective than Martin King's. White guy believes that Black American herd mentality has been a large of their degradation. Okay, it seems empowering first, but in the herd still is a herd and waiting to be picked off one by one. White guy believes in control with power. Power begin. Power begin with weapons. Weapons ensure control of land, and land is everything. As you read, when you begin to read Genesis, okay, quickly you understand that he begot her. He begot him. It simply claim a land. Just like today, land passes down from generation chain. Well, actually, family chain. Excuse me, it's family chain, but we know generation. Sometimes I be reading it and I say another word that means the same thing. Christians and Muslims have been in a land war for over 1,400 years. Every war I can think has been fought over land. Land is the foundation for society. This is the reason why. So white guys' masculinity is based on sovereignty. Okay? African American man is also about civil rights on his land, even though it's not his land. So let me know it's the American land, but they use weapons, and that's what this masculinity come from. Now, when it comes to the brothers' masculinity, and I'm going to going to talk about define what I'm seeing from Angry Man's perspective. I don't see masculinity, okay? I see a bunch of thuggery. Not because he's an African American descent, or either also he's Hispanic as well. I see stereotypical behavior. Because when I read the English letter, it says mentally weak and fixed on why the slave masters wanted the men to be extreme masculine on the plantation so they can work the field. They can keep the house up, whether it was a house or the field. Thank you. The whole reason why the high masculinity or toxic masculinity in the African American community exists is because of the slave master wanting them to be extreme. And one white man that's a freedom fighter on YouTube, that's on my face, not YouTube, on Facebook, excuse me, on my public Facebook. I want to say his name, but he said that they would make the slaves look like they still stood bad clothing while the white man dressed in nice suits. And every time I notice that a brother is well groomed, brothers who don't have sense will soon that dude is gay. They think that being a black man and masculine is to look like the hobo, the clown that Tariq and Nasheed was talking about in here in Colors. I do see that a lot. Okay? But it go back to the sisters. And I'm sorry to say this, Cindy G, when you said that skinny jeans and dye your hair, and I do not like it when sisters and also brothers tell us what to wear based on racial and gender stereotypes. Very ignorant. Cause right now I'm getting mad at both an angry man and both y'all. You too, St. G, okay? Excuse me. We fought in civil rights as I read about how white people fought for this land that's not theirs. But we had to be nonviolent, okay, in Martin Luther King's approach. And to have our rights stripped from people who was oppressed is hypocrisy. So if I do choose to wear skinny jeans, that is my business. It's not your business. One thing I know I was acting ungodly, but I'm gonna tell like it is. St. Paul told the folks trying to use the Bible in reference, told the Thessalonians 2 times in the second and first letter to mind their business. They talk bad about him and Peter talk bad about busybodies. We have a culture of busybodies that came from slavery because slaves would watch over each other so they would not leave the plantation. If they did, then they would get beaten. That's why that Kunta Kinte was trying to fight, was trying to get off the plantation, but he had to deal with fiddler. And I do see a lot of anti-mamas and fiddlers in our community. That's why I don't advocate coming together until the anti-mama and the fiddler control cult like controlling. Worse than Jim Jones cult like controlling mentality gets out of our community, then we can come together as people. But this controlling mechanism that we got from our white ancestor, hell the fuck no. You're not going to be in my business telling me what to wear, what the, for example, I bash Ari Spears about the flip flops things. I wear flip flops. Excuse me, in Africa, the African Wakanda men wear sandals without socks. You have brothers. It's sad that other races, my male friends, can get away with it, and also my African friends as well. But if I wear that, it's changed because I see brothers not into that. They don't do that anymore, and brothers. But when I even wear it in 2015, 14, 13, a little bit, because it wasn't in the 2009s. I wore sandals all my life as a kid, and you know, and no one ever asked me about my sexuality. But then when I start to see this mess, and my rights getting to the point that you got brothers ready to whoop my ass and laws, okay, it's time for me to get them damn weapons and I'm ready to kill your ass. But you ain't gonna defend the white, you're gonna be the white man, you can let him get away. Okay, you know your place as a slave, because I'm a freeman. Okay? I'm not gonna let you determine my clothing. When I put clothes on, your bitch ass gonna be telling me shit in my house. I buy my clothes. I on my clothes. All that come from the men's department. Does not come from the women's department. From the tennis shoes, the loafers, the sandals up in here, everything comes out of the men's department. Let me say it again. It comes from the men's department. So when you're telling me that I'm dressing white, I'm gonna bring about the Creole history. How folks who did look like Paris Jackson and Michael Jackson's son, they made them dress different and shabby. What's it called? It hobo clown looking clothes. Remember the slave got out the plantation, so they would not be distinguished as in. And actually, I know this the mentality does still exist because I know a friend of mine when I was working doing janitor work and temp work. And I'm gonna say who he is. He looked like a white man, but he's Creole, and you can tell this dude does not. I mean, I'm not saying he don't bathe, but he do smell. He does look like he having to comb his kind of straight but little wave curly hair, and everybody thinks a dirty white man, but he is a Creole brother. And I kind of think that since he lived in the most African community, he dimmed himself down a little bit, and you know what I'm saying, down himself down so nobody wouldn't think, oh, you dress like one of them, you trying to be like one. You get my point. And it's sad. It's the same thing on Light Skin Tears. I'm subscribed to her channel. And she said you had light skinned women with lit like Holly Berry, who's not too like, to y'all little stupid melon police mentality because she didn't pale like Moroccan. Holly Berry is close to my color, okay? She's close to my color, but more lighter, okay? But she seems like, I don't know which I consider light skin today, okay? But anyway, because to me, when I was coming, all of us who had lighter complected skin tone that wasn't dark chocolate was because of light. But y'all trying to be more black and I'm not with that black line bullshit. And I'm not going to be for so get in your feelings and cry like a bitch. But she saw how they cut her hair. She had long hair when she was trying to run for Miss America, okay? You see what I'm saying? So when Light Skin Tears said that, you had many sisters who had long hair, who had lighter skin, will cut it so folks will think, oh, you're trying to be like a white girl. And I understand because I have a homegirl who's camera skin like me. She can come a little lighter sometimes. Her hair was naturally long. And and I told her, I said, whip your hair, what I'm saying, whip your hair, fling your hair. I ain't white. And I said, well, Diana Ross do her hair like that. This is back in the 90s. Diana Ross had fake. I say you wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? Now, and if Diana Ross had fake and she whip her hair all the time, why don't you whip your hair? I mean, you got your own hair. But what it was, the sister she was hanging with didn't have, well, who was like a dog, didn't have her hair. You know what I'm saying? They had long hair, but they cut it and started putting a weave and junk in their head. They had relaxed hair. Those who pressed their hair with their little girls, they kept their mamas told they whoop their ass, or they get ground, they didn't whoop the kids if they cut their hair. And when the trends come in, the sisters, dark and light, who had long hair, will let it go to the shop, get their hair cut, and what I'm saying, under age 18 and get in trouble. Y'all don't them days, see, they don't talk about those days, okay? I know one sister mixed with black and neighbor. She from Oklahoma, and she was dark skin back in '99. She regret. She said cause she was 10 years older than me, cause I'm born 79, she born 69, 68, something like that. So back in the day with salt pepper, y'all don't talk about salt pepper. Everybody they burnt on Pepper's hair. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And she penciled it in. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, when Salt Pepper 3 years ago push it. Dun 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 dun. So my homegirl was in high school back in then. She dark skin, so she had long hair to her back, and her mama told her do not cut her hair. She said she went to the beauty shop, got that haircut. Baby, her mama whooped her ass. She said, I'm not for whipping your kids. She said she got her ass whooping. She said she regretted too because now the weave is out. She want to wear her own hair and she missed her own hair. You see, folks on top about that. So I remember sisters had, back in the day, had grew their hair long. Don't need no weave. That's what the weave just come in. Because sisters would say, I got hair. They can have kinky hair, but it's pressed or it's relaxed. I got hair. I ain't got no weave in my hair. And you bald head. And so that's why brothers use the term. Because sisters with long hair, where they were light, dark, don't matter. Brown, these days, y'all didn't try to use a new category. Brown, don't matter. if they had their hair relaxed, naturally, like the curly or straight, or this is how we mix we are as people. If our sisters had their hair pressed, the women would not cut their hair. They said, well, you're not getting no. No, I want my hair cut because they saw salt and pepper and some other Nita Baker and all that. That's why Toni Braxton cut her hair because she had long. Even she was Pentecostal, they would not her wear her hair long. I mean, her hair short. She cut her hair to sound like Nita Baker. You know what I'm saying? So don't forget them days. So that I see why. So I'm saying, I'll never forget. So sisters, I never forget, would literally cut their damn hair in the 90s if they was in the hood or mostly, or they was in an anywhere area and they wanted to fit in with they didn't want nobody calling a white girl for having long hair. For real, I don't forget them days. They would literally cut their hair to style it in an urban style so they can fit in. And especially the one who exactly like her homegirl, everybody thinks she white. So you see her features. She's a Creole sister. She was the same kind of church I went to, and she did have long hair, no weave. She cut her hair, and she did have the hair like long in the back and short in the front. She had that hairstyle like a mushroom look. Then she is so funny. She said, I got good hair. I don't need to wear no weave in my hair. I never forget she tell me that. But then one time I went to mass, them crochet braids, baby, that sister put them crochet braids in her hair. Yes, she did. She started wearing some weave. She put crochet braids back. I don't forget this Ohio yellow sister. She do hair now. She do hair now. She wears short. See, she wears short. She identify as black, even though she is Creole. Her dad's a light skinned brother, and her so her mom is. They're very fair skinned people, and their hair texture different. The brothers are both, all three of them, all two of them. I think it's three of them. They very high yellow. When I was working at Macy's, um, that's one married to a Mexican, right? He married to a Mexican again. The tall, high yellow brother, like Kid, a little bit. We got different texture. Hey, he ain't got that kinky hair like Kid from Kid and Play. He was a Mexican woman, show was at Macy's. I said, so and so, don't you remember me? We used to go to church together. Okay. So anyway, but yeah, she cut, yeah. So that you see that. So you have brothers trying to lighter skin tone, trying to fit into the ghetto fire mentality, and sisters doing the same damn thing. Okay, and even dark skinned brothers who I know a dark skinned brother that's Creole. Okay, his parents from Louisiana, but he lived in Michigan for a while. Went to predominantly white school, and he's Catholic, but he is trying to fit into that ghetto fire at 40 something years old. I do see it. And I can buy to every stereotype. I said, brother, don't dumb yourself. He dark skinned. Don't dumb yourself for ignorant people. Because when I moved to the hood, everybody said, in this ghetto right here, everybody said that I was, now they accused me as being gay. They said that I was uppity, and I was a white boy, all these things. But I don't let it bother me because they buy into fear. It's sad that they say they're proud of being black, but they put everything that's typically evil, okay, that white people put as black, they defend it. You know what I'm saying? And anything that's good resources that we need, it considered white. Like education and working. It's to me sad to see that dynamic, and so that's why to Cynthia G, our brothers are failing. Just because the hip hop, and I'm gonna blame this too. Besides the single parent mammy household mentality, um, it's not just feminism, extreme feminism destroy the black community. It's our own people within the Angel mamas who chose to get pregnant, and the shiftless fitless. I'm called shiftless and uneducated, irresponsible fitless who made babies acting like they white daddy being baby daddy, white daddy in the family tree, having different baby mamas and irresponsible mammies, irresponsible pappies, and irresponsible. Didn't okay. It wasn't integration that fucked art up. It was people with a segregated Jim Crow slave mentality who refused to repent it after the civil rights bill was signed. That I'm gonna tell it is. A lot of folks don't want. I call it like is. The baby boom fucked us up, and do not want to take responsibility. And I have to agree with Kid Organic about they did. They the one who invented gang culture. My generation X did not invent that old gangster lean shit. It was the baby boomers. Baby was in California, in New York. They got involved in the crack epidemic. And they were trying to emulate the black exploitation, the pimp, and all that. You know what I'm saying? In a super fly. You know what I'm saying? That mess. And push a man. You know what I'm saying? They bought into that. That's how the crack epidemic came in. When a lot of folks understand, when they watching, see, before the hip hop, gangster lean, thug culture, I messed up back in the 70s, I was 79, was that old black exploitation shit. That's the baby booms, and they bought into the stereotype. Okay? Then, when they got rid of those pictures and the crack epidemic came in, then you had hip hop. You had the clean hip hop. The clean hip hop was about education and dancing. You know what I'm saying? Us that then went about NWA in with Jerry Heller. That's what fucked it up before Jimmy Iovine gave money to Suge Knight. Okay? So I'm calling it is. Okay? That's what fucked up hip hop when they brought that old mission show niggas with attitudes. So these brothers who my generation, I don't know how old is Body is talking about Angry Man, but if he came up in the 90s like I did, in teenage, if he born in the 80s or late 70s like me, okay, and then the people before us were born in the early late 60s like Will Smith, Diddy, and J Lo age, and Selena Quintanilla, and Tupac, and and Chris Perry, late 80s, late 60s, early 70s, Biggie age, okay, then that's the generation. Now remember, that's the generation that was out there clubbing. And I remember in the 80s, we saw them going up. They had the Jerry curls and all that, and just like Miami Vice and all that, and Jerry curls and all. I don't forget. And they had the break dancing and British Nights. I had my British Nights too, and my Reeboks, Reebok. I said Reebok, Reeboks, and my what's the other ones? Fila shoes. I had. I don't forget them doggone days. And they used to have Run DMC. I don't forget all the big chains. No, I don't forget them days. You can tell I remember I grew up in the 80s. Okay, that's what crack evidence. So when folks started to realize that it was getting set up, then they had to get hit because hip hop was over. The reason why they saw hip hop, y'all, as a threat because it did take away the rock industry. The white guys stopped listening to rock and roll. Let me know. Now, all white suburban kids stop listening to rock and roll. When Run DMC, when Russell Simmons brought in Beastie Boys, that's before Eminem, and Vanilla Ice. They got white folks involved in hip hop music as well. So when they happen, and don't forget, our High Yellow Brother was in rock music. Talking about Steve Tyler, because he got found out he got black ancestry besides Native American. He had black ancestry. He a brother. Walk this way. Talk. So no wonder to see you work in the run to see Steve Tyler because that was God trying to bring you from your black ancestors. You've been passing all that time with that dark eyes and all that other stuff. Yeah, being a high yellow brother in most of the white area, he was trying to bring you to your roots. You didn't have to be like Queen saying, I'm Negro. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So that would be why you saw it. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about with Aerosmith. So, okay, with Aerosmith. That's the reason why. So that was God bringing you back to your black roots. Okay, Aerosmith. That's talking about Steve Tyler. No wonder like Janie's got a gun. Yeah, and remember we the one invented rock music. It wasn't the pure white dudes. Okay, that's how like it is. So anyway, so point is that's when it came in and Jerry Heller stopped making money in rock music. You notice that Jerry Heller and what's the guy named Jimmy Iovine, they came out of rock music. You know, Jerry Heller was in the 70s rock music, in the early 80s, and then you had Jimmy Iovine doing the late 80s rock music with Guns N' Roses, different records stuff. Okay, so don't forget, they made Interscope Records. And it's what that white man say who don't want to reveal who he is, that they had a meeting in California. I believe it was Los Angeles, but it probably some other city in California. and it had a secret meeting with the Prior Press Complex, along with uh, the rock industry, the music industry, and he breaks his people. And they walk out that meeting with guns, being thugged out. So you threatened to tell about it, a blacklist you, nigga, something happened. That's why he's scared. He went to Europe. He ran off, went to Europe. But he saw the denigration in our community due to that gangster rap bullshit that they have to do with Suge Knight and Death Row and Jerry Heller and what's the other guy named Jimmy Iovine. So when the brothers in who grew up in that time, so you got the angry man acting a fool. They thought that thug culture, and it's all Tupac. The Tupac got played in and Biggie, but Biggie was not too much a gangster. He was most a poor rapper. That's what got us messed up. So not only you got thug culture, Darism, Will Lynch syndrome, single parent household women, mammy, I'm gonna call it is extreme feminism that support white women over sisters. You got in all these elements fuck our community up. And so that's why, and so when they were acting a fool, they think so neat. And see, you understand, the gangsters back in the day and the drug used to be good looking. Not to sound gay, they used to dress, be polished, okay? These be polished. They ain't dress, no, the gangsters and the crack dealers, ask Free Ricky, they used to dress like they was coming from middle class America. They ain't dress like the hood. They worked in the hood. But they had trap house in the hood, but they lived like the white folks, rich white folks. Okay, today the drug dealer looks like the hobo the clown. You see how hip hop? Okay, the thug. Okay, the thugs used to get their jerry curl and their perm. I don't forget this back in the 80s. Dress, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have, they were dressed in flashy clothes. They were dressed in pimp outfits. They were also dressed in uppity clothes. They would wear the gold chain and all that stuff and jewelry and even the hood. That's why you knew who was drug dealer then, the back those days. And of course, if you was making money, better be careful because you might get shanked for that or get shot and robbed if you dressed in some Gucci and stuff. Okay? They wear Gucci clothes because Gucci clothes more for white folks who have money. Not the stereotype, but that's folks in the hood, and that you was middle class African American people you can afford Gucci. Okay, they were dressed uppity, and that's how you sometimes knew there was a drug dealer in the hood because he had money and you didn't have shit. Okay, that's why the people in the hood will try to be a drug dealer to get money. Okay, understand that. Now they wore what the white uppity folks wear because they had money. Okay, they ain't just like no, you get money, you don't dress like no hobo clown. But today, the drug dealer look like they just came out the doggone plantation. Look like the thug look like, and they think that's masculine. And the idea they think it's masculine because you had the sister who was a mammy of these kids who would bring other men who was po hygiene. Even they was trying to dress up, they said po hygiene. So po hygiene, they didn't take care. They were stanky, they were ranky, they had they had bad odor. You know what I'm saying? They had crusted hands, Amerikkkan hands. It was Tiffany Janine was saying, and man, ashy, dumb feet, all that nasty just looked nasty. And these dudes thought this was masculine when they saw these different times, different areas that their mamas was bringing in the home. I'm gonna be real, okay? They didn't have outside influence of brothers who dressed up nice, who did not, who were straight men, who didn't dress up like that, okay? Who were not insecure, who polished themselves, who had integrity of their clothes. When people dress up and dress good like I do, it's integrity. You don't dress tacky. You don't dress tacky when you don't have no money and you trying to get out of that syndrome, okay? Now, but today, the brothers dress tacky. Not all. I'm talking about the ones that think it's masculine. They don't groom themselves. They think it's gay. And you see how hip hop changed. The thugs in the like DMX and all them, they sponsored that mess. Okay, because Tupac was polished. Tupac and Biggie was polished. They came out from ashy to classy, as Piggy would say, you from ashy to classy. I went from ashy to classy. Y'all saw that song, okay? When I remember I graduated high school when they had the children pretend to be Lil Kim and Diddy and all them in that pool, okay? Right. From ashy to classy. That's what I liked about Diddy's hip hop is coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said when I was doing the Kent Porter thing, Diddy made dark skinned brothers on the spot. I mean, of course, Michael Jordan and all my Epps and all that, you know what I'm saying, Blair Underwood, and you know what I'm saying, and Wesley Snipes. But no, dark skinned brothers. I was happy to see my dark skinned brothers, dudes darker than me, being the same level of those who my shade and lighter. Okay, because those who lighter than me as well. Okay, so stop that colorism and who looks, you know what I'm saying, and who has better money and stuff. Diddy, one thing, he arrogant, but I give Diddy work, even though he can be suspicious. Now I ain't talking about no gay stuff. I'm talking about suspicious in crime stuff. Let me leave that alone, okay? Because I don't think he killed. No, I ain't think he got Kim Porter killed. He was crying at the funeral. Y'all stop making rumors. It's other stuff I heard about Diddy on a legal sense. I'll leave that alone. Now, but Diddy rise to the top. Diddy eating good. Diddy doing good for himself. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So when I was there bad, but Mace on, yeah, we were there. Oh yeah, I forget back in '97, baby, baby, that's when I missed that hip hop. And Diddy made hip hop brothers was dressed up good, dressed everything. That's why we gonna buy designer clothes because it was trying to put white people pocketbooks, y'all. It was leaving the hand me down clothes to coming up in life. That's why we was when you know Tommy Hilfiger, Polo. You was showing you was coming up in life. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Not living shantytown, ghettofied, looking like a ratchet ass food. Okay? Now, looking like a hood rat and food. But when the 50 Cent come, okay. I do like candy shop, but I started to see why they started dumbing out hip hop when Jimmy Iovine took over parts of it. I don't see how Diddy worked with Jimmy after they had that West Coast and East Coast mix. Cause I believe he conspired that time about Jimmy. I believe that. I believe that he conspired that. I don't think Sugar was along with that. I think Jimmy Iovine conspired that. Okay. To taint our image. I'm bringing this up because I don't trust that man. He just as wicked as Michael Jackson said about Tommy Tola. I don't trust. If I ever get in the industry, I'm gonna have security. I'm gonna have me on my own pistol. No, you demonic. I can tell you two are demonic fools. Okay, you are. You demonic. I don't like Clyde Davis. I don't know about Clyde Davis, but I do know that Diddy, not Diddy. I mean, Jimmy Iovine, I believe, and Jerry Haddad. I can't stand him. God forgive me, but I don't like that dude. Um, what's that man name? Tom Mattel, Mariah ex-husband, Thalia's husband, Jennifer Lopez ex-boyfriend that helped her career, um, her music career. I believe that he is a fool. I think he's evil. Tom Mattel and Michael Jackson was not lying, and Mariah was not lying. I'm glad I never signed with Sony Records. No, and no anything Jimmy Ivan. I thought about going to Interscope Records, but no, I'm not ever going. I see why Lady Gaga's keyboard uh, girlfriend in the Super Bowl when I worked did not give me a call back. That was from God doing that because I forgot Interscope Records is with Jimmy Ivan. Okay, because I ain't no, I can't jump and become famous. No, I would never work with Jimmy Ivan. Never work with that either. You know, see him on American Idol, y'all. You felt before I knew about this whole death row situation, you felt demonic. You felt a demonic spirit on your TV screen when you see Jimmy Ivan. That dude is demonic. I can tell. I believe in my spirit, and I use it esoterically in my spirit. That man is demonic. He used these imagery to get that stuff poured out in the music industry after Slim Shady became so called rap god. He ain't no dog on rap god. Okay, and the 50 Cent mess and everything else. Okay, Ja Rule career went down after 50 Cent's gang ranks, so, but I believe it was an inside industry thing, and I believe it's just 50 Cent worked with Jimmy Iovine because Aftermath Records and Slim Shady Records is with that with Dr. Dre. Thank you, okay. I don't care if Mary J. Blige, that Jimmy Iovine, his wife, took care of her after her divorce. I just don't know. No, no, I do not like that dude. He's evil to me. He very evil. And trust me, believe I would never, if I have any industry parties where I become famous, He is not in Tom told Thalia. Well, I'm sorry, Thalia. I love your novellas, but you're not invited. Okay, I'm sorry. No siento señorita, señora, excuse me, because you're married. But no, you never bring enemies that you feel esoterically that they're enemy. You know what I'm saying? You just know in your spirit that that's God telling you that's demonic spirit. I'm not saying no Illuminati stuff. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave in action, not the spirit. It comes from the spirit, but I don't think the dude's involved in a cult. He probably is or not. I don't care. But just even he was involved, just by the action of doing evil, that I look at. Okay, now that's why the Black American descendant male is messed up. You have industry, you have history, you have social problems all together. Music, media, industry, and that's the reason why I said J. But you gotta understand, stop saying that 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 what I'm trying to say. Stop trying to control brothers. You sweet, and I like your commentary because you don't come out as hard, you don't come out as no psychotic and your mama, but the controlling language is the real reason why the angry man I was on his side before he booed me because I don't like that sister. I know my history. Okay, you're more gentle in spirit. You just misguided, I believe. Okay, but this is going to point in the angry man is acting like the dart is a monkey stereotype that they put in his crew are and they are acting like what's it called? The mentally weak, physically strong millionaire syndrome, okay? Um and like I said, don't ever relegate a brother's life. If he wants to wear skinny jeans, that does not determine his sexuality. Because a lot of these dudes who sag their pants and who don't say when they go to jail, they have sex with men too. And trust me, men that act like, and I ain't say angry man, I said men act masculine like that have come on to me. I've uh been harassed, okay, sexual harassed. Yes, I had men try to ask me when I'm gonna have that booty. No, for real, I never get a dude like Floyd Mayweather, brother, masculine brother. So we don't give me that booty. Follow me, and I said what? Try to show me his penis. Yes. So I know y'all when these men talking about masculinity is straight and feminine is gay for men, that's not true. If I have men try to come on to me, men in the public, men ask me, can I have your number? I want to meet you. You know what I'm saying? No, for real. I mean, come on. And they are not feminine. They represent the stereotype. What that tells you, that's a stereotype. Okay, that's why when I laughed when I heard about the download situation, y'all late about download. Dudes been on, they've been download. Dudes, I never forget. Dudes, I never forget. A brother like Tupac on crack. 2000, before I turned 21, some 2000. I was working telemarketing on Jefferson, 400 Jefferson. And I come off the bus and I stopped giving homeless people money when I started seeing this mess. And dude said, I just got out of the hospital. I need some money. Can I ask you a question, bro? Um, do you fuck? No, what was it? How you said it? Was it do you fuck? Do you fuck around? I said, what the fuck? Hey man, I said, hey man, get away. Shh. I said, no man, get away from me. I got mad. I said, and I was like, this dude like Tupac on crack. I'm not lying. Then and just like Tupac on crack. I'm not lying. I had men try to come on to me and never forget coming going to work and I rode the bus and some man with some thrift store suit. I think it was kind of pinkish thrift store suit, faded out, was trying to holler at me. Then he started talking to the white man, dark skinned brother, looked like Leon but short, okay? Older, dark skinned but Leon face. You know Leon from Wayne Takes Hell and Madonna Like a Prayer, okay? And Five Heartbeats and what's the other movie he played in Temptations. So what happened is while we're on the bus, the dude is trying right there on Smith and West Town because I was working as an intern on Southwest Side on Gallery area. And I was late for work because the dude never get the dude got mad. I said, dude, leave me alone. And the glass thing right there where Social Security used to be at, right? 2013. This dude got a glass bottle of beer. Somebody had some homes for 910 and threw it and got mad because I rejected him and said, leave me alone. This dude was masculine. The laws took forever. Officer Villar, don't forget, that was a big Hispanic dude. And I said, I don't forget your name because I'm a big fan of Alicia Villar, from Cuba Libre Things. Dang, I said, I listen to Latin music. Yes, I do. From Monterrey, Mexico, nothing music. She married a Tejano guy from La Sombra. Okay. He took a long time and they said that where the Metro, I said, yeah, he got on the 163. Okay, because I was catching the 82. He got a 163. And he going to Hillcross, so I get Metro to find who he is. It's short, dark skin, older skin brother like Leon. And he got mad because I didn't want to talk to him. He was trying to holler at me. Masking dude. So if I had people try to throw beer balls at me for not trying to holler at them or being father in the store, I know get a lot of skin brother with snaggletooth, rotten teeth, tried to holler at me at the Fiesta store, the ghetto Fiesta store back in 2012. I said, dude, why are you following me in the store? Oh, I asked you, are you gay? I like you. I said, well, I don't like you. I said, do you like Mariah Carey? Okay, well, I don't like you. He left, okay? So, understand, these dudes, if I met dudes who sexual harassed me in school, of Hispanic, that's why I was on, it was the aside, white and black descent, it's people black. If I had folks try to touch my leg and stuff like that, and they were masculine, they try to see my dick and all other stuff when I was in school, okay, and these are masculine men, then what that tells you, these dudes are undercover bisexual gay men. When they go to jail, they expose it, okay? I had to call Laws and that doggone brother who thought, yeah, for real, try to look like a crackhead version of Leon, older but short, with a faded out pinkish suit on, dressed up. You can tell it came from a thrift store. And he tried to holler at me in the back of the bus. I said, dude, leave me alone. And then I got away from him, and the white man come up. He started being nice to the white man, talking about he trying to get a job. You ain't trying to get no damn job. Shut the fuck up. Then I go sit down at the bus shelter, and it's a glass bus shelter. And he come behind trying to holler at me. And I said, dude, I don't want to talk to you. He was a crazy one too. He got that beer bottle. He threw that beer bottle across that thing. And I know a brother about my complexion said, man, what's wrong with this nigga? Yes. Now I'm bringing Asa Fial's name from HPD. Don't forget that was his name. But if he was watching this thing, he know who I'm. That was me. And because he was trying to contact my boss. My boss went to Louisiana, Mississippi at the time, and she was a crazy sister. Yeah. So I gave her her phone number for real. So that's how I know about this, y'all. When these people talk about no, that's just a stereotype. A man could be masculine and still be bisexual and gay. And these dudes who come on my channel, we got some sugar in here. Y'all, I'm not checking for y'all dumb asses. Stop checking for me. You don't like my video, the way I talk, get off the motherfucking video. I'm not checking for your ass. Y'all sure like me. And I see my who me people watching my video. I'm not saying every man is gay or bisexual, but if y'all the haters and you're a male, the thing, the what's it gets with an A, antilistic, whatever it's called, on my YouTube, it's mostly men about my age. And I thought it'd be mostly women. Most of my demographics are men. And I'm thinking the haters who call me gay, not the ones who are not haters. They gay bisexual. If my voice irritates you, you don't like the way I act, then get the fuck off my channel. Please do. I ain't checking for y'all dumbasses. I don't want to be friends with y'all. But y'all, I think you suspect. Yeah, you suspect. You probably get hard by listening to my damn ass voice. I ain't checking for your ass. You probably hating in public, but liking me behind closed doors. Like, I don't know that. Read about that type of shit. Shit. Probably jacking onto your damn computer or phone. Listen to the damn video. Dude, if y'all don't like me, I don't like your ass. Get the fuck off my channel. I ain't checking for your ass. I'm not. But y'all be watching me still. I be saying the dudes looking at them like, I ain't checking for your ass. Damn. Shit. And if you are a commentary happy male, I'm looking at what you're talking about. I ain't trying to get in your damn pants. Stop. Keep your fantasies to yourself, please. Shoes. See me do swing that way, think of the first. I think he checking for me. No, the fuck, I ain't checking for your paranoid bitch ass. Shit. I'm worrying about what you talking about so I can know what's going on. That's more important, not what's between your damn nasty ass legs. Shit. You damn is homophobic. Homophobic think somebody is gay and scared like a bitch. You sure right. I ain't checking for y'all asses. I ain't trying to sleep with your asses, but I bet y'all be hating in public, on social media public, or outside of social media, but behind closed doors jacking. Oh, I never get a dude lighter than me try to holler at me acting all hard and stuff. And when I say you on down, I got all happy. I said, dude, I don't fool with dudes. I never forget 2001. I was at Burger King right there on Main in Holcomb. And dude, light skinned dude, kind of, a little lighter, kind of a little more olive tone, big dude. Bald head said, I'm going to ask you, are you just feeling or are you gay? Came up, dude, man, you just feel me? Or it sound like no, he sound just like Anger Man. But hey, he said, are you just gay or are you just feeling? I said, I don't try to be feeling. That's how I am. But I like women. Oh, okay, I thought you was gay. I said, what, you on that down low? Oh, yeah, I'm on that down low. He all happy. I said, dude, I don't fool with dudes. He walked away. You know what I'm saying? These dudes be out here trying to holler. Yeah, that's why they know, and they know about gay shit than I do. Know about that gay shit. They undercover. I think he's no y'all suspect. If I'm not checking for your dumb ass, and you say you don't swing that way, but you out here on my video asking me that question, you suspect your own damn self. You undercover. You use that masculinity to cover up your bisexuality or homosexuality. As because folks are so stupid and ignorant and live by a stereotype that to the point is killing folks by STDs, HIV. See, you women, these sisters, Cynthia G, you need to stop stereotyping, okay? Ignorance will kill you. Didn't the Bible say, Isaiah 4 says, people suffer of a lack of knowledge? Okay. Y'all not looking at the person. You looking at stereotypes. Dudes were fooled by being hyper masculine, toxic masculine, and everybody here will bother because it's the truth. They go extreme beyond masculine, the stereotype to all prove they straight. That's some insecure shit. That's some insecure shit. My phone died out to 3. Okay, I gotta go. But y'all look at people as people, not on color and gender. That's the reason why you have this war. Bye. Have a nice day. Enemies coming all color.